of Eric Gillett.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner dream o'er the land of the free, on the home of the brave.
Our national anthem, an abbreviated version of the DFW or the ShockboxDFW.com pregame show. I'm Craig Hoffman alongside Doug Branch here in Grapevine, where the rain has started again.
Glad I did not have to follow that one. My voice is just far too deep for that.
Indeed. So let's go ahead and take a look at some starting lineups here for both sides. As LD Bell won the toss and deferred to the second half. So that means on offense we start with Colleyville Heritage, Doug.
Correct.
And that would mean Griffin Pickler under center, DeMarco Corbin beside him at tailback, Trey Smith, Brett Boffinger listed as the starting wide receivers. And, of course, as we mentioned last week, new addition to the depth chart right behind Boffinger at that H slot receiver spot is Jacob Sisk. And on the other side, you'll see listed in the Z position, Ryan Philippi is down there. Jackson Zeladon's listed as the starter. Jake Newell in a slot as well. Across the offensive line, it's Black, Poirier, Cheranaya, Annunzio, and Thomas Walsh, the senior here on senior night, is your left tackle. So that is the abbreviated version of the ShockboxDFW.com pregame show. Your first half call, moving right to left here. The kick will go, and Doug Branch will describe it for you.
And thank you, Craig Hoffman. We'll make this the ShockboxDFW.com first quarter. Also, as we thank them for their sponsorship here of Colleyville Heritage Panther football, kicking off from the right to the left. LD Bell put the ball in play. It's going to go to the right up back. It's fumbled on the ground. Muffed. He drops it one more time, and that's Felipe. And this one, he's going to come. He's going to go the whole way, I think. One block, and he's gone. It was a 360 turn to the 40. Down to the 35, gets a block, and this one goes to the house. Just like that. Can you believe it? He muffs the ball two times. That's Philippi. He does a 360 turn, and by that time, Bell's run past him, and he takes it the distance, 88 yards.
That kid is unbelievable. Hi, my name is Ryan Houdini Philippi, and I just scored another special teams touchdown for the 5th or 6th, or I don't know, it might be 7th straight week because I can't count that high.
Amazing, and Colleyville has put 7 on the board with this Max Allen PAT to come. It is good, and they beat themselves. 17 seconds faster this week than the touchdown last week, Craig.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's as amazing as that play is, it's not uncommon on special teams to see when a returner muffs a kick. A lot of times the coverage team will lose discipline. They go, ooh, ball, eyes light up like they're a dog chasing a tennis ball, and they get out of their lanes, and that's exactly what happened there. You said it exactly right, Doug. Everyone just ran past him. They ran to the ball. All of a sudden, Philippi literally turns around because he had turned his back to try to pick up the ball and sees green space. He gets one block. A good job there. I believe it was Nick Felix out in front. It was. And he's gone. I mean, what a start for Colleyville Heritage.
Johnny Leone will be back deep to receive for LD Bell. Max Allen, who took over the kickoff duties about halfway through the season after an injury to Holden Lyons, and he has, for the most part, sustained his position there.
Well, and Holden Lyons, when he got his chance to come back, didn't really do himself any favors. Last week had, 3-4 kicks out of bounds. It got to the point where he kicked out of bounds so much, they brought Max Allen in because he had the stronger leg, and Holden Lyons wasn't going to be able to get it deep enough because they had backed themselves up so far. Of course, it didn't really matter, the enormous gap of victory last week, but it happened.
16 seconds into this one, and a Ryan Philippi touchdown on the run back. Here's a pooch kick down to the 33-yard line. It's going to be caught, fair caught right there by T.J. Hardy. Hardy, a senior wide receiver for this LD Bell Blue Raiders squad, and the Blue Raiders will take over their first possession of the game right there. What a good, just kind of describe. I know you've told me from the Syracuse School of Broadcasting you don't call a play before it actually happens, but I could kind of see as soon as he got through that first wave with one block, he's gone.
I give you a hard time. A nice solid ribbing, and we'll use that word considering the discussion of the week in football is, no hazing. We're just ribbing. About every play is one block away from going to the house, but that one literally was, and Nick Felix got that block on the kicker, and Philippi was able to run out. Interesting, he is back in at safety. He was gassed by the time he got to the end zone.
Romano at quarterback for LD Bell hands it off up the middle to Daniel Dorsett. And Dorsett runs into the center of the Colleyville defense, and he'll go nowhere. Actually, just lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Romano will look to the right sideline where head coach Mike Smith has
Mark Smith.
I'm sorry, Mark and Mike
I did that
Fuller.
earlier. That's my fault for putting that in your head, which is why I corrected you.
But that's okay.
That's totally my fault.
Offense will check their play charts. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Colleyville in the 3-4 defense. Romano lifts his leg, looking for the snap. He's got it. He's going to roll to his right, has a receiver breaking open at the 44. Pitch and catch is there, and it's going to be 10 yards. That goes to Reed Anderson, and Anderson makes a nice 10-yard out route. Finds a little space between the zone defense and a first down for LD Bell.
Good job there, finding space. All you got to do on those rollouts, typically it's what you call a linear read. Up, up, up. And so you look, is the deep guy open? No. Is the middle guy open? In that case, the answer is yes. And if not, they're typically your short guy is going to be there. That time they're able to get medium yardage, and that's good enough for a first down.
Alongside Craig Hoffman, I'm Doug Branch. It's Colleyville Heritage Panther football here from Mustang Panther Stadium on a cool Friday night. Romano to pass, right side, hits the quick pop receiver, and he's going to be taken down after close to a 3-yard gain. That's Jonathan Arozamena. Oh, I'm looking at I've got it. 8 is changed. That's T.J. Hardy. So that's interesting. They've got it 1 on their roster.
No, you just can't read.
No, it was at 8. Okay, I thought it was 2, though, that caught it.
No, it was
2's down here, see?
Yeah, but 8 is over there.
And they got names on their backs. We should be able to get this right all night.
Where's the binoculars?
Right here. I'll get them. I'll get them. You use them. I got supervision from here.
Clearly.
Hey, I called the touchdown right. That's really all I care about. I can take the rest of the night off.
Yeah, I know.
Here's a snap. Romano's got it. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and the running back will go absolutely nowhere. And that's number 5, Daniel Dorsett. And we come to understand no relation to Anthony Dorsett Jr. He's denied any fatherhood of any kids in the area. So
Anthony here tonight calling the game as well. Good to see him.
Receivers will switch sides. They'll come 3 to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side, and that is Billy Cooper. He's a senior. Romano's going to check the plays on his wrist. He's a healthy-looking kid down there. Very stocky.
Got size.
2 snaps. They're going to get it back to him. He's going to be rushed. He's going to his right. He'll throw the ball. This is just wasting it out of bounds on a smart play from the senior quarterback. It is going to be 4th and 8.
Over there. I guess they're going to say that there was. I mean, it was clearly thrown out of bounds. Let's see who was over there. That was Billy Cooper.
It was Cooper to the high side, and he was probably 10 yards farther downfield, but just unloading. And a nice job, actually, by the quarterback to avoid losing any more yards. 4th and 8, ball's at the 49-yard line, back to kick.
He was in the vicinity in that he was on that half of the field.
Snap is back, and the punter is Taylor Dozier. He's going to get it away. And this one really doesn't go very far, which is smart.
Yeah.
Probably kick it 15 yards and see if it'll roll 15, and you're in really good shape.
Keep it away from Sisk and Philippi. And it is actually interesting there. Good job by Jacob Sisk on that far side to run over and start yelling fire, fire, or whatever the Colleyville's code word is, because that ball was dangerously close to Braden Hunt, who was blocking.
Colleyville offense will take the field from the northeast to the southwest. They will head. That's our left to our right. They're dressed in their solid black bottoms with solid red tops, black stripes across their arms, and deep black helmets. They almost look like Baylor from last night, except for the red jerseys.
Sick uniforms.
Tell you what, you get to be one of the top 4 teams in the country, which Baylor should be. Here's a snap to Pickler. It's draw up the middle, and this one's going to go for a lot of yards. Breaks it out right side, gets past him, down to the 50, 45, 40, 35. He's going to be cut off and knocked out of bounds at the 23-yard line, but a huge gain for Griffin Pickler, 40-plus yards.
Liam DiStefano did a good job never giving up on the play. The defensive lineman, the right end, comes all the way down the field and chases him down on the left sideline, the near sideline. But Griffin Pickler, how about that for a start? They're so concerned about the passing game. QB draw, great call.
53 yards or close to it. Here comes a screen right side. Plenty of blocking, and he's going to walk into the end zone, and that's DeMarco Corbin. Touchdown for Colleyville, and this one could get out of hand quick. This Colleyville defense is definitely excited for senior night.
Those two calls scream game plan. They noticed how aggressive this LD Bell defense was on tape. How do you use a defense's aggression against them? Draw plays and screen plays, and you get 2 plays for a touchdown, one a draw, one a screen.
And the Pickler draw was reminiscent of the Philippi run back. It's basically the middle of the field spread, and there he was. Didn't have the speed that Philippi had, but Pickler makes a nice 50-plus yard run. Extra point tacked on by Max Allen. Let's pay some bills. Colleyville leads it 14-0, 8:31 to play here in the first. You're listening to Champion Sports Radio.
Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Colleyville Heritage leading LD Bell 14-0 here at Mustang Panther Stadium. Want to thank Novak Motors, who offers late model, off-lease, one-owner, low-mileage, top-quality pre-owned vehicles. You can see them in Bedford, just west of Brown Trail on the south side of the Airport Freeway, or visit them at novakmotors.com. Novak Motors, a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. Craig Hoffman and Doug Branch with you on Champion Sports Radio, Doug. Wow, what a start for Colleyville Heritage as they tee it up.
Well, just like last week, it took them just a little bit more time to get the 14 points that they enjoy right now on the scoreboard. But nonetheless, 14 quick points against what was expected to be a very good LD Bell defense. Kickoff comes to the right side at the 24-yard line. It'll be caught, fair caught right there by Jonathan Erosmena.
Did we decide if he was Hispanic or Italian? What the name is, whether it's a Spanish or Italian background?
After Dracula last week, I'm not going to try anything special. I'm just going pretty much core to the, standard call.
Just American?
Just American.
Just American.
Just Texan.
All right.
I've been here long enough I can be Texan.
All right. I haven't, but I can pretend.
LD Bell comes back. You pretend a lot of things I've heard.
Oh.
Whoa. Colson Morano.
I pretend to be professional.
There you go.
It's only because I'm working with you.
That's why we do that.
Right.
Colson Romano back at quarterback. He's going to look to the right. He's going to throw a little quick screen up the middle, and that's going nowhere. And I believe that is...
Guess who?
45. Isaac Lee. Well, and he was assisted 49. On that one by by Max Crosby, too.
Excuse me, Crosby.
Get that out, would you?
Crosby cleaned it up. Lee had the initial hit, and I'm going to drink some water.
There you go. You'll feel better in a moment.
Hello.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 24-yard line. 34 is the line to gain. 3 receivers to the top side. Romano's going to back into the shotgun. Lifts the leg. Snap comes back. He's looking right. Got a man crossing, and it's hit. Boy, it actually hits Jacob Sisk right in the chest, and I don't think he expected it, or he's got an interception.
It only hit him in the chest because he was falling on top of it trying to make a play, and that thing was fired in there. It got up on both Sisk and the receiver. I think that was that Hardy on the far side?
I'll go with that.
Might have been Leone over there. I think it was Leone, but either way, that ball got on top of both of them quickly.
3rd down and 10. Ball still at the 24-yard line. Romano looks to the sideline. Play clock is running down, and he doesn't have a call yet. 8 seconds. He's still looking to the sideline, and they're just going to call a timeout. And there it is. We'll take the quick timeout. 7:46 to play in the first quarter. Panthers lead it 14-0 back on Champion Sports Radio after this quick timeout.
You make plans for just about everything. The weekend, vacation, going out to dinner. But have you created a plan for the rest of your life? Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425.
We're back. Snap is away. Jacob Sisk has got it. He's going to reverse the field this time, and that's a no-go on the punt. Ball is caught, and he's down at the, we'll call it the 31.5-yard line. That time, Sisk not able to get away from the Colleyville, or the, LD Bell punt team.
Yeah, a low liner there, but the coverage team had enough time on the rugby punt to get down there.
On the rugby punt.
That's what it's called when they roll out like that. It's a rugby punt.
All right.
That's not a Hoffman term. That's a real term.
So if a kicker kicks the ball below the cross post, can we call that like a lacrosse shot? Below the cross post?
No, because lacrosse they use sticks. They don't kick it.
Oh, well, hey.
I'm stretching. A soccer shot.
Okay, fair enough.
They kick it. Oh, that's not what they were trying to do there.
That was the offense. That was interesting. I actually thought the left guard was the quarterback coming away from the center right there when he moved. And then I looked up and saw Griffin Pickler is still in the game.
Yes, Toberny also kind of lunched forward, so it seemed like a couple of people got the wrong snap count there.
So a false start on Colleyville.
They call it on the offensive lineman, which I'm sure he's thrilled.
That'll set him back 5 yards and give him an opportunity to even make this drive longer. So they'll start it out at the 27-yard line. Handoff left-hand side, and up the left-hand side for about a 7-yard gain is DeMarco Corbin.
It's good to see DeMarco healthy. He just looks like a different back this week.
Corbin loses his lid. He'll have to come off, and Justin Toberny will run on to take this play for the Heritage Panthers in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side. The normal crew out there along with Boffinger. He's inside left. They'll look to the right-hand side for the call. Snaps back. It's an interesting play. Everybody stops, but here goes Philippi, and he dives for a ball at the 42-yard line. And I think that was actually a called play.
It was, and Mike Fuller told me about it before the game, and he goes, I can't really describe it to you. Just know that people won't be expecting the snap.
Yeah, well,
that was awesome.
It was, but it was a failure, unfortunately.
Well,
the ball thrown clearly out of bounds by Griffin Pickler.
Well, it also, you got to give credit to the corner down here on the near side who stuck with, because I think if Philippi is able to get to that ball standing up without being slightly rerouted, he's able to catch it.
All right, I'll give you that. He did not quit. That's one thing. Pickler looking right. He's got a man breaking up over the middle, and he gave up on the route. got
you
held,
kidding
and
me?
they're going to call nothing. The official's saying the ball. Well, of course he couldn't get to it, pal.
That's
held
automatic.
him.
He held his jersey. That is literally the most automatic call in the book. And the linesman here on the near side looked at Mike Fuller and made the hand over the head signal as if to say it's uncatchable.
Which is not his call anyway. It should be the back judge calling that.
Both of them should have called PI there. That's horrible.
4th down into a semi-punt position. The ball is kicked. Nobody back. It's going to bounce at the 35-yard line. Roll into the right, and it'll be downed right there by Brett Boffinger at the 32. So Pickler gets off what amounts to the short punt position. Gets off the quick kick, and LD Bell will take over for their, I can't even tell, third possession of the night?
Yeah, it's their third.
No, they've only punted once. No, they've punted twice.
Yeah, the first one was a slow roller on the far side. The last one fielded by Jacob Sisk.
That is
did
correct.
a 360 and then went nowhere.
All right, we're figuring it out. 3 receivers to the top side. Romano's going to throw the lateral. Here comes Trickeration. Wide open. If he can catch it, he's gone. Caught. Well, no, he may not be gone. Felix gets there just a little too late, but Trickeration from LD Bell, and they get the touchdown. And I cannot. Can you see who that is? Number 2.
That's 2.
So that's Jonathan Arozamenya.
Now, talk about trickeration. I also asked Mark Smith, do you have any trick plays? Now, we're pretty straightforward. Liar, liar, your pants are on fire. That is a double pass. That is terrific. Terrific execution there. Because it was barely a lateral. It looked like your standard screenplay, and that's why Arozamenya is able to get deep.
Dozier with the extra point. Looks like he hooked it, but it's just inside the left upright. And Trickeration tightens this one up. 14-7. Or did he miss it? Wait, well, we got to stop on the play here. What do we got? We'll find out. Officials, they're going to waive off the penalty. So they had offsides. They're going to take the point. So 14-7, 6:22 to play in the first quarter. And it's tightened up. One play has tightened this thing up. Of course, 2 huge plays, opened it up to begin the game. But still a 7-point lead for Colleyville, and they'll get the football back. And I like their chances here, Craig Hoffman, because they've been able to get the ball downfield. And if Ryan Philippi, I'll remember that soon. Philippi, if he doesn't quit on that, and I say quit, he didn't really quit. He quit after he was held. Assuming that the flag would be thrown.
I don't even like that description. He couldn't move because he was being held, and that's again that call to me, or that no call made no sense. But what you saw in the last drive, you get the good gain on first down from Corbin, you get ahead of schedule, and then they try 2 shot plays. One is the look away snap, if you will, and the other is the play that should have been pass interference. And then they got a quick kick, and they wound up going 3 and out. So when they've stuck with the shorter, quicker things, which has been what's made them successful this year, they've moved the ball and stayed on schedule. Then again, that first drive was only 2 plays, and they scored.
True. At this point, though, the Trickeration plus goes to the LD Bell side.
Yes. Double pass.
By the way, is Trickeration a real word?
It is now.
It is. Maybe we can put it in the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, no, we have writers to our right. Is Trickeration a real word? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I got one, I don't know, and one absolutely, and that's good enough for me.
And he went to LSU. He's definitely an authority on the English language.
But he gave me the I don't know, so.
They do the onside kick. LD Bell may have come up with it as their sideline comes rolling off, and the official points the other direction. And here's, the coach is on the back of the umpire, or the referee. Let's see how this goes down. Looking for a flag.
They changed
it. No, they
changed the call. He pointed the wrong way.
Wow. Okay. Well, I thought that there was going to be a mauling of the line judge on the far side as he pointed to Colleyville, but whatever the coach said to him, he convinced him. Point the other direction, pal. You got it wrong.
It's time for this Colleyville Heritage defense to lock in, though. Now, you were solid on the first couple of drives. You didn't give up anything. They get you on a big play, but it's a trick play. They can't trick play you all night. You've still got the lead. You have got to lock in, and this is when you look for Sisk or Philippi to make a play.
Yeah, I'm not sure I wouldn't run that same play again. Here we go. Triple pass, throwing it down the middle. Got a man open. Oh, and it hits him in the back. No flag. Oh, the guy throws it. That's got to be 40 yards. The guy standing right next to it does not throw the flag. The back judge throws it from 40 yards away. And a mighty good arm, I might add.
That's an unbelievably horrific call. I mean, these refs are out here. They're high school refs. You don't want to
Look, the conversation going on right there between those two referees is, dude, I'm standing right next to this. What are you doing throwing your flag from 40 yards? Don't do it again.
And here's to side with the referee momentarily. Philippi never turned his head. And at the end of the day, that's going to be a almost automatic flag.
But that being said, he wasn't right on top of the receiver either.
No.
He was a couple steps away when the ball came down right next to his back.
Exactly. So. And that's what the referee saw Philippi never turn his head. But Philippi made a clean, legal hit to break up the pass after the pass had contacted the receiver's hands. That's not a penalty.
Romano back to throw left side. He steps up in the middle. He's going to be rushed out of there. He'll run for, give him a couple yards, and here comes a face mask penalty. I have a sneaky suspicion.
Mike Fuller's probably getting ready to lose it. Isaac Lee was so blatantly held on that play that his shoulder pad got
and he's out on the field. Look at him out there with the official standing on the 30-yard line.
That's 3 blatant calls missed. 2 non-calls, 1 call that have really hurt this team. Now, what you love to see, though, is Ryan Philippi on the back end right now, giving everybody the hands by the hips, just pushing down. Whoa, settle down. Settle down.
So the infraction for face mask will give 15 more yards to LD Bell. And, boy, this game early looked like it was going to get out of hand, but
it has, just in not the ways we thought.
Right. First down at the 19-yard line. Now the officials are going to come back in and discuss where the ball should be placed. They've almost lost control of this game.
The thing is that, I mean, coaches getting upset is one thing. If the players start getting chippy with each other, that's where it becomes a concern. But they've got to, I mean, I don't want to make this about the officials, but they're becoming a factor, and they shouldn't be.
Man in motion to the right-hand side for LD Bell. 2 receivers to the bottom side. They're going to run. Ball's handed off up the middle. That's number 4 for LD Bell, and that would be Fua Sapoi. Another one of those great names from that area. Fua Sapoi. Penalty on the play.
Face mask on the offense.
So face mask goes on LD Bell, and that'll back it right back up, although they will remain first down. But now the ball placed back at the 27-yard line.
Got to get all the way to the 5 for a first down. And a happy yellow hanky day to you two.
5:51 to play here in the ShockboxDFW.com first quarter. As
they're getting their money's worth after all.
They are. Well, it's one of the exciting quarters. Romano to throw. Can't find anybody. Rolls right. Got a man raking down, and it's picked from the 15 to the 20, 25, and run down at the 25, and that is
Braden
Hunt with a great pick. He sat there, watched the quarterback's eyes. They were trying to run a wheel route on the far right side. Braden Hunt comes up with a huge interception, and let's hope he keeps himself in the football game as he's doing a little taunting. And one of the LD Bell players is coming over to make a comment, but he doesn't say anything. Now, is this a chance where you try to run some trickeration or something to get a quick score?
I think you got to settle down your offense right here. I want to make a quick assertion about that interception in a second. Pickler on the read option.
Takes it. Well, I thought you were going to say something.
Oh no, I was going to let you to the play. It was a read option. Pickler got about 7 out to the left side. How many times this year, Doug, have we seen zone coverage really screw up some quarterbacks? And that's exactly what that was.
Yeah, he didn't know how to read it. Here's a throw out. Smith's got it. Left-hand side caught, and it looks like he's going to get close to a first down. Nice tackle by the LD Bell safety. Would be Chad Williams.
So Braden Hunt from his cornerback position looked like he was dropping back in man with his guy, stopped because he was actually in zone and made a tremendous play on the interception. And now on third down, we finally got that out. Our second
Jordan
down.
Lindner also in on the play. Here's a handoff to DeMarco Corbin, and Corbin is going to be eaten up. And that's number 62 for the Blue Raiders, Mohilika Useki,
Works for me. Now
otherwise
second
known
down.
as Mo Wasike.
Sure.
Pickler back to throw. Screen left-hand side, Corbin, and this time he's tracked down by a host of LD Bell Blue Raiders, and he loses, well, now we'll give him a yard or two on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Ball will be marked at close to the 37-yard line. So far, the LD Bell offense has gone backwards. 3 receivers to the bottom side. Pickler from the shotgun. They'll look to the left-hand side. Hopefully they don't do this, the trickeration here, or the ball's going to be snapped right over Pickler's head as he actually looked to the side that time. Snap will come back. He'll look to throw right up the middle. Got a man breaking up over the center. That's Smith, and he doesn't put enough air under it. I'll tell you what, they are getting behind this LD Bell defense with regularity, but Griffin Pickler not able to find the receiver, Trey Smith, that would have been easy pitch catch for a touchdown.
Likely getting a quick kick here as Pickler drops back extra deep in the shotgun. And what they'll do, obviously, if LD Bell gives a certain look, drops too many guys back to return, is they've got no one back now. Pickler will throw it, but with no one back, here's the kick.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's an advantage when you do not have to worry about a return. Pickler gets it off. It's going to roll to the 20 and be downed at the 20-yard line by Jake Newell. So Newell stops it there. Timeout in the action. We'll go ahead and keep it right here with 3:47 to play in the ShockboxDFW.com first quarter. I know that's hard to understand, but we had a little technical issue for the pregame show, so we want to make sure we give them their due. And we've got a quick spot from ShopboxDFW.com, which Craig Hoffman will read.
Indeed we do, because you can be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in concussion. Just visit ShockboxDFW.com today for more information.
Full pistol backfield. Snap back Romano. He'll give it to the very deepest back. Comes up the middle and gets forward to about the, we'll call it the 25-yard line. That was Daniel Dorsett. Or Dorsett, however you'd like to say it. They'll go with the same set. Running backs to either side of the quarterback. Dorsett 3 yards behind the quarterback, Colson Romano. Right side, hands it off. He looks for an opening. Doesn't really find one. He's going to pick up a couple yards, and it's going to be 3rd down. There was a fumble on the play, but I believe they're going to call the play dead. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 from the 28-yard line. They got to reach the 30. Romano back at quarterback. Same set. Receiver to each side.
8 in the box.
They'll throw it. Pitch sweep to Dorsett, who's going to get the 1st down and more. All the way to the 41-yard line, and that's a pickup of 11, 12 yards on the carry and a 1st down for LD Bell.
And Colleyville Heritage is matching this formation, as you mentioned, the full house backfield. Just bringing 8 down in the box. The only safety back, it looks like it's Philippi. Sisk playing down in the box as almost a linebacker on the near side.
Romano's going to throw a step and jab route out to the right-hand side, and it's caught. We'll say 7 yards on the carry, and that went to number 2, Jonathan Arozmena. Ball will be marked, at the 48 line. Again is the 49 on the other side into Colleyville territory.
It's basically a 3-5 look with Sisk as the 5th linebacker.
Dorsett right up the middle, got lots of room across the 40 down to the 41, and another 14-yard run, and the Colleyville defense is becoming very porous up front.
Yeah, you got to get penetration in the middle, stop some of these in the backfield, and instead they're just running straight up the gut. And they got 4 linebackers faded to that side, and now Jacob Sisk is dropping back. They're going to try a different look, maybe discourage some of the up the middle stuff, although Philippi comes over and you still got basically 1 deep safety.
Romano with the snap, rolling to his left, looking to throw. Got a man off the fingertips and misses the receiver. Ball hits the ground. That's Reed Anderson that it was intended for. Dorsett had to take a little bit of a break after a couple of big runs, but the incomplete pass will make it 2nd down and 10 from the 40. 2 minutes and 6 seconds to play here in the first quarter, the DFWShockbox.com first quarter. From Mustang Panther Stadium alongside Craig Hoffman, I'm Doug Branch on Champion Sports Radio. It's the LD Bell Blue Raiders and the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. District 6-5A action. The winner of this will be the number 1 seed, Division II from District 6-5A. Here's a handoff, right-hand side, going to Foa Sapoa. Sapoe is able to take it over the right-hand side, close to 9 yards. Right now, the front three for Colleyville are distressed.
And this is much more we expected to see, a sustained drive. That game got a little wild for the first half of this quarter, all the big plays.
Snap back, handoff inside, first down is gained, and another 3 yards over the left tackle. And there's a flag comes up, so I got a feeling there's some mouthing going on right there. That's going to cost somebody 15 yards, and it was Daniel Dorsett again on the carry for LD Bell.
I don't know who this is going to be on, but Jacob Sisk just called a team huddle, 9 of the 11 guys in. Felix and Hunt were still at their corner spots. But Sisk just called a team huddle and said, hey, let's get this together. And 75 on the white team. That would be LD Bell wearing white. So they'll back up. But remember, when they've still got a lead here because they bent but didn't break. They made a play last time. Hey, make a play, and Braden Hunt did. He got an interception. So this is certainly, and I talked to Mark Smith about this before the game, that's something LD Bell is conscious of, how good this Colleyville Heritage team is at creating turnovers.
First down. Oops. Now they've moved the chains back. So the first down happened, then it was the
post-snap,
the
post-play penalty.
Right, so first down now from the 49.
Or a dead ball foul if you want to use the proper lexicon.
I like your lexicon. Here's a snap. Romano, right-hand side, gets it off, caught, and hit after about a 3-yard gain, and that's Foa Sapoe again. Sapoe is tackled on the right-hand side by a number of Colleyville defenders, led by Big Jason Williams. Second down, and we'll call it 7. Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line. Line to gain is just inside the 35, almost the 34-yard line of the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. LD Bell has the football. 50 seconds to play here in a very active first quarter.
It's been a long, long drive. This defense has got to get off the field. Obviously only second down, but they've got
everybody out in the pattern. Romano picks, throws. Oh, and boy, Jacob Sisk is all over that one, but can't get the stickum to hold on. Where's Lester Hayes when you need him? Was that Braden Hunt?
Yeah, it was Braden Hunt from his corner spot, came up. Sisk,
I thought it was 19. It was 39.
On that side. Hunt almost had his second interception. It's funny because normally Sisk and Philippi are the guys around the ball, but tonight Braden Hunt already got the interception, the pass break up there.
My mistake. Sorry, Hunt family. Every time I see a 9, it's usually 1 9 that's flying somewhere. Now we've got a number of them. Romano looks left, having to read across the defense, can't find anyone, and he's going to throw this one out of bounds. So it'll be 4th down and 7.
Not often you go on a throwaway, compliment the footwork, but great mobility within the pocket, then to escape it laterally there from Romano, and then a smart decision just to get it away and get it clear over the head of Braden Hunt, who we tried to chase it down, but was a good 5 yards short of where it hit the ground.
LD Bell sets up to punt. Taylor, Dozier back to kick. He'll stand at the 48. He's going to run to his right and soccer style or rugby kick it. It hits down to the 5, and it'll be down at the 4-yard line. So Colleyville's got to, at that point, Philippi and Sisk have got to try and get up and make the catch there, because that ball landed at about the 18 and rolls all the way down to the 4-yard line. We'll take a quick timeout and be back. Final 21 seconds of the DFWShockbox.com first quarter alongside Craig Hoffman. I'm Doug Branch here at Mustang Panther Stadium, back after this 30-second timeout.
A place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hurst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Back at Mustang Panther Stadium alongside Craig Hoffman, I'm Doug Branch. Colleyville has the football at the 4. It's a handoff left-hand side to Bernie. He's going to take it over the left guard and get the ball all the way up to close to the 10-yard line, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. Very exciting one here from Mustang Panther Stadium. Panthers lead it 14-7. They've got the ball at the 10-yard line. We'll reverse field and be back here after this quick timeout.
When you want to start a financial strategy, you need one-on-one guidance from some of the best trained professionals in the financial services business. Axe Advisors is part of a global company helping millions of people pursue their financial goals. Contact Thomas Lee with Axe Advisors today to get started on your financial strategy. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through Axe Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, "Go Panthers."
Nationwide is on your side.
When you
Snap back. Pickler's got it. He's going to roll to his right-hand side and might have gained a yard as he took it to the right side. Sons basically any blocking. He didn't have anyone in front of him, and it's going to be 3rd down and 3 from, we'll give him a yard on that, the 11-yard line as we just begin the second quarter here from Mustang Panther Stadium. Pickler back in the shotgun again. 2 receivers to each side. Boffinger wearing the all-white shoes and socks. Pickler looks for him from the goal line. Rolling right, throwing. Got a man. Caught Boffinger. And it's a nice play as he picks it up at the 22-yard line. That's plenty good for the first down. Move the chains for Colleyville here as we start the second quarter.
As you mentioned, so easy for the referees on that side to see where Boffinger's feet are. He's the only one wearing the all-white socks and shoes. Everyone else all blacked out. At least the black tape. Boffinger's got the white tape, if his ankles are taped at all.
He may be in socks for all I know. Receiver comes in motion. That's Newell. They'll give it to him coming left. He's got no blocking, so to speak, and a nice defensive play there as L.D. Bell's right cornerback. That's number 20. Chad Williams works his way upfield and blows that play up before it really gets started. It'll be 2nd down and 14 now. Ball's at the 28-yard line. Colleyville needs to get to the 32 for a first down. Two receivers to each side of the field. Back to Pickler. Pickler looking left. Got a man. Double move. Boffinger's got it. He catches it and goes out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Boy, if Pickler can keep that in play, he's gone, but nonetheless, a nice catch from Brett Boffinger.
And that's a play we've seen all year long. It's the fake screen, wheel route. Trey Smith comes in like he's going to catch the bubble screen, pump fake, and you mentioned that double move. Boffinger goes behind him. He looks like he's going to block. No, he's going downfield for a huge gain.
3 receivers to the top side. Handoff to Doberny coming left over the left tackle. Drops the ball, puts it on the turf. He looked back for it.
He just got
and it must have come, I don't know, did he really?
Yeah, he just got spun around.
Okay, it looked like he was looking back to try and find the football. Apparently no fumble until Bernie goes for, we'll give him 5.5, 6 yards. They just moved the chain. 2nd and 4. Ball is at the 44-yard line of L.D. Bell. Across the mid-stripe. Pickler will look to the left side for the call. 3 receivers to the top side. Trey Smith by himself on the bottom side. Toberny's in. Corbin has been out for a few plays now. Pickler looks, hits Trey Smith on a crossing route, and he's cut down at the 34-yard line, but that's enough for another Colleyville Panther first down.
Yeah, it's one of those hits there where the safety could have gone high and might have in a different culture of football, but goes for his knees. Trey Smith all right, though.
Snap back, and this time Toberny gets wrapped up by the nose tackle. That's number 62. Hold on, I'm going to get it. Wasike.
If you said it wrong, I wouldn't know.
I know it. I wouldn't either, but I do because it's actually one of the few names they have down here that they've got a pronunciation for. So Wasike is able to hold Colleyville to no gain in Justin Toberney, and they'll go second down. They tried to hurry up on that one, not successful. Boffinger in motion, throw down. Smith's behind the defense, right on the money, and it's a touchdown to Trey Smith. Strike 34 yards to the wide receiver Trey Smith, and then he's headbutted by Jake Newell and almost knocked over, but it's a touchdown for Colleyville, and they are back out in front by 13 with the extra point to
come. And
come.
almost killed Griffin Pickler. They went to go, not chest bump, but chest bump shoulder style, and Pickler jumped early, and then Smith caught him on the second jump, and Griffin Pickler came down on one leg awkwardly, but he's fine.
Well, I'll tell you what, you cannot
all is well. They're leading 20-7.
Max Allen on with the extra points. You cannot put Trey Smith one-on-one all night long and not expect him to beat this LD Bell defense, and he does it right there. 21-7, 9:14 to play in the second quarter. Back on Champion Sports Radio with more after this break.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit shopboxdfw.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit shopboxdfw.com today. shopboxdfw.com.
Back at Mustang Panther Stadium, Craig Hoffman and Doug Branch on Champion Sports Radio. At Novak Motors, we have late model, off-lease, one-owner, low-mileage, top-quality pre-owned vehicles. Come see us in Bedford, just west of Brown Trail on the south side of the Airport Freeway, or visit us at novacmotors.com. Colleyville Heritage leading 21-7, and for kickoff, here's Doug.
Ball put into play by Max Allen, right side at the 5-yard line. Picked up there by T.J. Hardy. He has the turf monster take him down at the 3-yard line. He falls forward to the 6. But apparently he needs he needs some new shoes or something because that one did not go well. And actually that was not Hardy. That was Johnny Leone.
He went backwards, and then I don't know what he was doing, quite frankly. That's just one of those where you just go.
That was not a good Ryan Phillippe imitation.
Yeah, no, that was not it.
So the ship has been righted here by Colleyville as trickeration from LD Bell gets them on the board. They get a couple of possessions that look like they're going to go somewhere, but personal fouls back them up. They end up turning the football back over, and then Colleyville puts another touchdown on the board, a Griffin Pickler strike to Trey Smith. Here's a handoff to Dorsett up the middle, actually over the left guard. He'll go for a couple of yards there, and he's tackled by, I believe Isaac Lee is in on the tackle.
Leone comes out of he had Gwennon blocking, and he comes up gimpy and waves off a replacement, but he is going to have to come out here.
Second down, ball is at the 7-yard line. They've got to get it all the way out to the 17. Handoff, Dorsett coming right. He's able to work off of a couple blocks, and then he's buried by Jared Vallely. And Isaac Lee there to stop him after about a 4-yard gain. We'll call it 3rd down and 6. No, that will not be right. It's about 3rd and 4.
It's a tough couple of yards there. Some nice.
We'll call it 3rd and 5.
You got it now?
Well, you know what? How does that the optical illusion here is that 10-yard marker over there, the chains look longer than they should be, doesn't it, kind of? It almost looks like the far chain is on the 20, on the 16, and the other one is back on the 5. I know that's not right.
That would be 10 yards.
That would be 11. No, the 5 to the 16 is 11.
No, it looks like the 6.
All right, Romano to throw, looks left, can't find anybody, looks right, and right over the top to make the defensive play is Jacob Sisk, knocking it out of the hands of Jonathan Orozmena.
And he might have been there a touch early, hand on the back, but Sisk gets away with one. And let's be real, Colleyville Heritage has been on the short end of most of the calls tonight. So
4th and 5 for LD Bell, and Mark Smith chooses to punt. He'll send on his punter.
Tyler Dunlop in punt formation.
Tyler Dunlop, which is interesting because he put his punter down on his 2 deep chart as Taylor Dozier, but he'll kick it away, the rugby-style kick. It's going to be a fair catch at the 42, maybe the 43-yard line by Jacob Sisk, and that's where Colleyville will take over after this timeout. 7:52 to play in the second quarter. Panthers lead the Raiders 21-7. Back with Craig Hoffman. I'm Doug Branch in just a quick moment.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, they stole my excitement during the commercial. Pickler takes a pass, first one, hits that guy again, Trey Smith, who's got a defender hanging on his back, who was torched. That was Foa Sapoe. And another touchdown for Colleyville, and they have threatened now to break this one open again, up by 20 points, try to make it 21 after this extra point from Max Allen as the officials get together.
A flag in the end zone, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be pass interference on Sapoe because he was all over him, and it just didn't matter. Trey Smith, one, you understand how big Trey Smith is on that play because he's able to fight through that contact, but you also understand how fast he is. If that's Sapoe, that's a 600-yard running back this year. Running back.
Touchdown is good. It's a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 84 for the scoring team. He penalized on kickoff.
So Trey Smith is penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct. I like that, the scoring team. He's not going to call him red.
Oh, we've got White and the scoring team.
I think he's from College Station. Maybe not. Max Allen to try and convert the PAT.
Yummy football.
Good hold by Trey Smith, the offender. And it's a good kick. So the ball will be kicked from the 25-yard line. We'll have to see what head coach Mike Fuller puts on here, whether Max Allen drives it deep or whether they try I'm going to love this word. We're going to get it in at least 30 times tonight, some trickeration. Although with a 28-7 lead, 14 unanswered since the LD Bell score, you would think that he would want to kick the football away and let his defense do a little more work.
Yeah, and Max Allen's got a leg that he can get this ball deep, especially with how poor the last kickoff return was, where Johnny Leone, I feel bad for the kid. He literally ran in a circle backwards, and then when he got back going in the right direction, recalibrated the GPS.
No, it was his compass. His compass was off.
Oh, his compass.
Yeah. He couldn't figure out where due north was.
These days, they use the GPS.
No.
So he recalibrated the GPS. I'm sticking with that. And then
if the satellites all go down, though, if you don't know how to read a compass, you're in deep trouble.
Didn't matter. He fell on his face at the 5-yard line. That's really what that was ending to. No matter how he got there, he fell on his face because he got eaten by the turf monster. And so I think you're not terribly scared of the coverage. And Max Allen's got a good leg. You don't want to go onside here because that gives up – it's too risky. You're giving up really good field position to a team where your defense has been playing pretty well, outside of one trick play where they scored.
True. Allen sets the ball at the 25-yard line, calling the play or a little dap for each one of the players in the right huddle. He's going to come back across now to the left huddle, but no dap for them. So obviously something's going on. And Allen is a right-footed kicker, but he's setting up on the right side of the ball as if he were a left-footed kicker. This is going to be interesting. Watch how he approaches this. Now he's starting to come back.
It's just because he hadn't finished his setup
yet. Well, there you go.
Don't jump the gun there, Dougie Doug.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, I've been told. Allen puts his foot into the rawhide. Goes all the way back to the 15-yard line. It's fielded there by Justin Ortega. Ortega goes left, and he's going to go really nowhere. So considering the fact that it was kicked from the 25 only to get back to the 30-yard line, great downfield from the kickoff team for Colleyville, and LD Bell will take over with 7:38 to play here in the second quarter. A reminder that we will have the Stat Geek halftime show with Craig Hoffman coming up in 7 minutes and 38 seconds times whatever it takes timeout-wise. From Mustang Panther Stadium, this is Grapevine-Colleyville Independent School District football action. The Colleyville Heritage Panthers against the L.D. Bell Blue Raiders out of Hurst. Snap back, fake, handoff up the middle. And the running back who gets a nice draw is going to go for 14 yards. That's Hurst-Euless-Bedford. Sapoy
trying to go hurry up here.
Yeah,
Romano's already back at the line. Calls in. Here they go.
Snap back, same play. And this time, Sapoy is going to go nowhere. Well, check that. Pushes the line forward for 2. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for a couple of yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Blue Raiders. Ball is at the 45-yard line. They've got to get across to the 46 on Colleyville's side to get a first down. We're moments over 7 minutes to play in the first half. Romano, 3 receivers to his right. He's going to fake, look right. Now he's looking back left, trying to find a receiver, and the receiver does a stop route, and he's not there. Nice job on the defensive end there from...
I think that was Hunt over there again on that.
Braden Hunt.
I don't know why you throw in his direction. He's been all over the place tonight. I mean, you come in with the game plan, you know which matchups you want to attack, and apparently they like that one, but it's Colleyville Heritage is just fine with it because it's working for them.
So Reed Harrison DeCrose is over here on the left side. Sisk and Philippi in the middle, defensive back-wise. And then can you see that? Are we sure that is Braden Hunt over there on the far side?
Yeah, it's 39.
All right.
Small, compact corner.
Romano hurries to the line. 2-1. They do get it off. And he's getting rushed right up the middle, but the defender goes by. The ball's thrown, hits the ground. No catch, and oh boy, that could have been a huge play from Braxton Martin, but he's not able to make the tackle. Martin sat out last week's game with a minor injury, but back this week, and he was all
there.
Yeah, he looked good right there. He just could not get the big claw out to knock down the nimble-footed Colson Romano. But just like that, they hurry up, and hurry up means they give the football back in about 30 seconds. Colleyville will get it. Back to kick is Dozier. Runs to his right. He'll kick it. Ball's going to come down. Oh, you got to catch that one. Now it's touched. They should go get it. It's a free ball. Here he comes. Here he comes. Watch it. Oh, tell you what. Philippi was coming looking. He was hunting for that ball. Once it was touched, it's a free football. Would have liked to seen him catch that, though. It landed right next to him.
Yeah, it was such a low kick. It's one where it would have been an awkward fair catch. And he would have had to fair catch it. He wasn't going to be able to return it. He would have gotten blasted. So a good job to get close to the spot, then get out of the way, which, of course, you want to do. That way it doesn't hit somebody on accident and be a live ball in a way you don't want.
28-7. Colleyville leads over Hurst-Euless-Bedford. Griffin Pickler in the shotgun. DeMarco Corbin behind him. He's going to look to throw again. Smith's breaking up. He's got a receiver, Jake Newell, but it's just over the top. Hits his hands. Probably should have caught it. Would have been a good catch, but incomplete pass from Griffin Pickler. He had 3 different options there. Trey Smith this time was well covered as LD Bell has switched defensive coverage now as Taylor Daniel is covering this right side where Trey Smith is now instead of Hurst-Euless-Bedford. And there's a movement on the front line. And that's number 60 for Colleyville, Angela Nuncio. Almost didn't need to throw the flag. He almost kind of gave it to himself. As soon as he lifted up, he grabbed his head knowing that he had moved too quick. 2 receivers to each side. Colleyville has been great through the air. Single coverage to the right side. Pickler's going to take it up the middle, gets a block. He's to the 30, cuts outside, gets another block. One more, and he may go the distance. He's got it. 50, 49. He's tackled on a flying tackle, but he will go for about 27 yards. Griffin Pickler on the carry and a Colleyville first down at they'll mark it at the 43.
You know who made that play? It was Taylor Daniel, the corner who
from
we just
the right
talked
side
about on this side of the field, and that tackle was made all the way on the far sideline. Great hustle from Taylor Daniel.
Colleyville snaps it. Looking downfield. Here's a ball wide open is Ryan Philippi. He's caught. He's going to drag this in for a touchdown. And just like that, a 44-yard strike Call it 43 from Griffin Pickler. And this game could be, and probably is, close to being out of distance with an extra point. It'll be a 28-point lead. Colleyville has shed the wave of the Blue Raiders and have come back furiously and put now 20 unanswered points on the board. With the extra point, it'll be 21.
I mean, I don't know what the Blue Raiders are doing defensively, but they've got to get their safeties deeper.
Well, they're definitely shutting down the running game as much as they can, except for the Pickler
except for
sneaks.
the enormous quarterback draw
that's going
and
through.
And the fact that they don't need to run the ball because they're letting receivers run totally free in the back. It's not going to work.
35-7, 6:07 to play. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be back. Well, no, we won't. We'll let Craig Hoffman read a couple of spots.
Yeah, of course, got the Stat Geek halftime show coming, and thanks to Stat Geek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Their easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Stat Geek is available in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well on the web at statgeek.com. Stat Geek, keep your eye on the ball. Also, thank you to Steve Swanson at Whirly Ball HEB for sponsoring this broadcast. Whoa.
Sound effects.
Team building and private parties are more fun, and Doug's having fun. He knows fun. When you're zipping around in a whirly bug, they have the most affordable laser tag in town, too, which is sweet. Leagues are starting now, so visit them online at whirlyballheb.com.
Just over 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Alongside Craig Hoffman, Doug Branch here on Champion Sports Radio. Live from Mustang Panther Stadium, where the Colleyville Heritage Panthers have put a huge stamp on the forehead of the LD Bell Blue Raiders, putting 35 up in the first half, and Max Allen drives this ball through the end zone.
Into the band.
80 yards is what LD Bell will have to try and right their ship that's got significant holage in it.
Yeah, that ball was smoked by Max Allen. Just a low liner that bounces through the end zone. The LD Bell band is down on the far side of the field in the left end zone, or outside. Obviously, they're not in the end zone. The band is on the field. The band is on the field. They're outside of the
they are not at Stanford.
No. Big win for them, by the way, this week. And the ball just bouncing in the middle of the drum line over there. Ball was smoked.
Romano back in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. He'll look to his right, getting a heavy rush, throws it out, and Daniel Dorsett was trying to look around and see where he was going to go before he caught the football, and that one gets away from him.
Hit him in the knee. Hit him in the hands and then hit him in the knee, which obviously if you hit you in the hands, then you probably shouldn't ever hit your knee. That's good analysis right there.
That's what you're paid for.
I just earned my paycheck on that breakdown.
All right. Romano back in the shotgun. Receivers to each side. Motion from one on the left coming across to the right. They're going to run it up the middle to Dorsett, who goes over the right tackle and the center for maybe 3 yards before he's brought down by a host of Panther defenders led by big Jason Williams.
And what that is just a simple power play. Your left guard pulls out Woody Ward, and that's fine and all, except for the part where he never hit anybody. You want to know why a run play fails? Because your lead blocker doesn't ever make contact with anybody.
You will not continue to be the lead blocker very long if you continue to do that. They'll see that on tape or on film or on digital disc playback. Anyway, throw, quick screen, right-hand side, caught by Jonathan Arosmena. Well, maybe it's Arosemena.
I don't know.
That's what everybody else is saying. Maybe I should say that.
There's just a lot of letters going on there.
Rosemena. I'm going to write that one down.
It's a good idea. Can I borrow your pen when you're done? Hey, at least we have rosters this week, eh, pal?
Mena. I got it now. Yeah, we did get rosters.
Which is just terrific.
Back to punt is LD Bell. Oh, this could have been blocked. Oh, my goodness. I have to chuckle for a second. Ball's going to be down at the 37-yard line, but Jared Crouch was standing literally right in front of the punter, and instead of just waylaying him, kind of lifted his hands up and backed up. He could have blocked it. He could have taken it right off of his foot.
Yeah, you wind up being conservative when you got the lead. You don't want to give them any extra chance. So while he probably could have, it's just a smart play. Just back off, know that you're going to get good field position because now the punter feels pressured. And there you go. Now all of a sudden you're starting at almost your own 40-yard line. 4:39 to go when you've needed about 17 seconds to score.
Boffinger in motion, 2 receivers going that way. Here's a pass to Henderson, excuse me. Jared Hurd plays for Denton Geyer. He's their quarterback. My mistake.
He'll be playing for Texas next year.
And Texas needs him.
Yeah.
The departure of
again,
Case McCoy.
They'll have Tyrone Swoops.
You know, I saw him play. I hope he can run a lot better than he looks like he throws the football, but that's a whole other story. Snap back. It's a read option. Pickler's going to keep it himself up the middle. He starts swerving back and forth like he's been drinking Gatorade, and now he's down for the first down at the 50-yard line.
Good save there, Doug. Good save.
Well, you know, Gatorade, it gives you that quick instant sugar high. You kind of lose your mind for a moment.
There you go. Yeah, swerve is a good word there, though. Starts out, coming to the left side, cuts back towards the middle, and rounds it off and goes back towards the left, gets a couple extra yards.
Now, had I said that right, I'd have said Griffin Pickler on the Pacific Coast Highway.
Sure.
Handoff left-hand side goes to Justin Toberny. Give him a couple yards before he's knocked down, but he's into LD Bell Blue Raider territory at the 48. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from there.
He sure wasn't on 635 because he never stopped. Hey!
Oh, wow.
Traffic jokes.
By the way, how are your laundry? Did you have laundry tonight?
Nope, laundry's good this week.
Just thought I'd check.
Thanks, pal.
Pickler's got it. Left-hand side. He's going to go deep one more time. 2 receivers are there. Who catches it? All over the receiver. That's got to be a flag, and this time the official's 40-yard flag is for the right reason, as that was Jared Henderson trying to fight off the defender to get back to the football. Of course, it's not a spot foul here in high school. It'll be a 15-yard penalty and a Colleyville Heritage first down.
And again, for Taylor Daniel, it's a good play because you didn't give up a touchdown. All you do is give up 15 yards, but had he not interfered, it would have been a touchdown. We've heard I've heard referees give the team names before. Normally it's offense, defense. We're just going colors tonight.
Yeah, it's colors.
I can respect that.
Griffin Pickler, he avoids the defense. He's got room. Right side to the 35, 30. He picks up a block, cuts outside, and he's going to pick up the first down. He was basically in the quincunx right there. And you'll ask yourself, what does that mean?
Yeah.
It's 4 things surrounding a single center, quincunx. And what he did is he worked his way out of that.
What?
That was I stole it from Razor Ray. Ralph Strand just used that a couple years ago.
How about looking like a different number 7?
He
Michael
had
Vick
4,
in his prime.
Well, there
dancing.
you go. But 4 defenders all around him. Looked like he was on the pitcher's mound. Here's a pass. Boffinger to the back shoulder, and he makes the catch at the 5-yard line. But let me explain it, as there's a flag down on the play, too, and there's a hurt player. And they're waving for the Colleyville players are waving for the training staff for LD Bell to come out. And that is number 42 for LD Bell, Elliott Souter.
Go ahead with your description.
All right,
of
so
your
what it is if you think a set of dice, how the 5 on the dice has got 4 different dots around it with the single dice, the one in the middle.
Yep.
So that setup is called a quincunx. And it's I never heard of it before, but Daryl said it. Daryl Razor Ray, who broadcast for the Dallas Stars, he said it one night on a defensive play that had the power play was on. And they were trying. He kept saying the guys were sitting in the 4 corners and had one guy working the center, and they were just trying to get the pass into them. And that's where he threw that down. So anyway, I've never seen it before, but as you looked at
you've been basically waiting for that all of your life.
My whole life. It's been 2 years.
That's not your whole life, but close enough.
But the point of it is that
I feel really dumb.
It looked like the 4 bases. It looked like the 4 bases on a baseball field with Pickler standing on the mound, and he literally split them all and goes for a 10-yard first down. All right, forget it. I won't use big words anymore.
Thanks.
Too much explanation.
Yeah.
Ball spotted 2nd down after the penalty. It was a motion call. Handoff. Well, not even handed off. Fumbled, and the ball's still on the ground, and LD Bell's going to get it back. Boffinger never got it from Pickler. That was a fouled-up play from the pitch or the handoff, and LD Bell's going to get the ball to 47-yard line. First down there with 2:26 to play, and you got to think Mike Fuller's not very happy about that exchange.
Going for the kill shot there, trying for a double reverse. You don't know what was going to happen after the second reverse, whether it was going to be a pass or, on that by that player, or whether it was going to be another pitch back to Griffin Pickler and then a deep pass from there. But Brett Boffinger caught the little shovel and never was able to get it. He was thinking about that second handoff, or whether it was going to be a second handoff or a fake even. Just whatever the second move was, he never completed the first one, which was catching it.
Romano flares it out right side. This is a forward pass as he misses his receiver. That's number 9, Johnny Leon, the wide receiver junior from LD Bell, and it's going to be second down at the 47, 2-2-2. Deuces are wild. That's what we've got to play here in the first half.
This game has been wild. That first quarter
has it been fast or has it been slow?
No, it's been pretty slow.
8:37.
A lot of penalties. That first quarter was really slow because of the early penalties.
Hey, it won't be as fast as last week unless we get up by a bunch here and we get that running clock again.
The running clock was glorious, wasn't it?
It was. Snap back to Romano, looking right. Wants to throw. His arm is hit. It comes forward. It looked like a fumble, but it's not. As Isaac Lee got his hands on the ball for the first time this year and wanted to take it to the house, but it's going to be 3rd and 10. And you know what? Before you know it, 2 incomplete passes right here. Colleyville could get the football back with enough time to run for another score.
Oh, they've only needed about 10 seconds, but Jared Valley there came off the edge and just blew past the tackle. And that forced Romano to step up and got more pressure.
Braden Hunt, Jacob Sisk, Ryan Philippi, and Nick Felix are the defensive backs here. Here's a handoff up the middle. That's Sepoya. He's going to go for 10 yards, and what a good call right there. 15 yards on the carry, a player down, a lineman down for LD Bell.
Jared Smith, the junior.
So this is going to slow down there trying to speed things up. He's going to limp to the line of scrimmage as they'll try and get the ball snapped again with 2:10 to play. Clock starts to run.
All 6'2", 290 of him.
Hey, somebody bigger than me out here. Hey, man. Romano lifts his right leg, looks to throw. Got a man left-hand side. He's going to pitch it out to him, and he catches it, and he's going to go out of bounds after the first down, and that's Billy Cooper. Cooper on the left side by himself. Nice job by Felix. You got to deny the touchdown. I think you can afford to give up a couple of shots of 10 yards, but not really many more than that. Felix is going to have to get a little bit help over the top from Ryan Philippi on that side. They're going to leave him out there by himself. Coming right is Romano. He wants to throw. Got a receiver working back across the middle, and he hits him at the 20-yard line, and he runs forward down to the, well, actually it was the 15-yard line, down to the 12.
Johnny Leone on the catch. Good job of working his way back open. As you mentioned, Romano coming to the near side. And all of a sudden he was running out of room because it's the short side of the field. Actually, no, I beg your pardon. It was the long side. Now the short side is obviously the ball snapped or will be snapped from this near hash.
Well, any good receiver, if you find that your quarterback is in trouble, work your way back to him, and there's a good chance you'll be open. 1:14 to play. Romano throws towards the end zone. This is over the head of the receiver and Braden Hunt. There's a mix-up right there as the receiver holds his hands out to his side like, where was that going?
Oh, it was far enough. And again,
intended.
Man, Jared Valley is firing off the ball so quickly tonight. He is blowing right past these tackles. He's done it from both sides of the field on this drive.
Ball was intended for Jonathan Arozamena. Got that right this time.
Did you?
I did. I pulled up my Spanish notebook.
Watch him be Italian.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Arozamena.
Snap back. They're going to run it up the middle to Dorsett, and he's stuck. Hit hard. We'll find out who that is, but he grabs his arm when he hits the turf.
That's not good.
Is that Isaac Lee?
And he's holding, I don't know whether it's elbow or his
left arm, and he's down on the turf. They're going to lift him back up. Looks like he's going to be okay.
He's going to stay in there. Maybe just a little bit of, maybe hit
the
funny
stinger
bone.
on the elbow.
Funny bone is not funny. That hurts real bad when you get hit real hard.
LD Bell back to the line, 2 receivers to each side. They'll look to throw. Romano got a man breaking open, and he should have had the touchdown. Catches it and throws it in like a spike, and it's an incomplete pass. And that's Jonathan Arozamena. That should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, on the slant route, he had it.
Timeout on the field. We'll find out who took it in just a moment. The official will tell us it was timeout Colleyville. Interesting. 54 seconds to play in the half. Back after this quick timeout.
Never do today what you can put off until tomorrow, right? Now, that's not exactly the saying, but it seems like people would rather do anything other than doing something about their finances. That's why there's AXA Advisors. We work one-on-one with you to create a financial strategy for the things you need tomorrow. Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
Back at Mustang Panther Stadium alongside Craig Hoffman, I'm Doug Branch. Colleyville Heritage Panther football here on Champion Sports. The Panthers lead district rival LD Bell 35-7. LD Bell's got the football at the 16-yard line. It's second down and 10 from there. Actually, it's the 11-yard line. They'll go split receivers. They'll go 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Colson Romano from the shotgun takes a snap, hands it off underneath. That's Fau Sapoi. And he's still going forward. He's down to about the 8-yard line. It'll be third down as the clock continues to run. Still not sure about the Colleyville timeout. I guess maybe it was to give the defense a little rest.
As long as they keep him out of the end zone here, I think if it works, it works.
Split receivers now, 2 to each side. Sapoi in the backfield. Romano throws it up left side. It's going to be caught. Nope, dropped. Nice job by Nick Felix as he maintains inside position on the receiver for LD Bell and 21 seconds to go in the half.
Exactly right. He was able to box him out. It looked like Billy Cooper down there on the far sideline. And Nick Felix just able to box him out, get himself in position. If the only person that was going to catch that ball was Nick Felix, unless he was guarding Des Bryant, who somehow will make that kind of, or Calvin Johnson makes the top, the catch over the top of a defender like that.
Well, not against Nick Felix the Cat. I've been waiting all season for that one too.
Yeah, I'm just going to let that one go.
Mark Smith is going to try and put some points on the board and salvage what's left of the first half here. 21 seconds to go. Dozier to kick it. It'll be a 26-yard attempt, and it is good. So 3 points for LD Bell off of a fairly decent drive. They pick the ball up at the 47-yard line. They're able to get it down to the 10, 11-yard line and then knock in the field goal.
Able to get points there. I mean, and that's the thing is they've had some nice sustained drives, but whether it's been turnovers or just stalling out after 30, 40 yards, they haven't been able to get the ball into the end zone or through the uprights. That time they're at least able to get 3. That you really wanted 7 there. The good news for them is they get the ball to start the second half. As you remember, the opening kickoff went back the other way because Ryan Philippi is a magician.
Call him Houdini.
He makes tackles disappear.
Ooh, interesting.
And points magically up here.
Interesting. I like that. Hoffman, did you been working on that all night since that
Nope,
first kickoff?
Just kind of happened.
16 seconds to go in the half,
and he pulled
which
a rabbit
is
out of his hat pregame.
Enough time for a Colleyville touchdown. 35-10 lead, 25 points. On top of LD Bell are the Panthers. To kick is Quentin Thomas. Nope, that's not Thomas, is it?
That would be Tyler Dunlop.
30. Wrong number. Tyler Dunlop, the sophomore, to kick off for LD Bell. We'll have to see if he puts this one in the air or not. Coming forward to the 40-yard line. Deep kick. It's going to go to Philippi on the right side. Coming back left. Got a block if he gets by it, and he doesn't get the block. He's taken down at the 23-yard line, so 11 seconds to go. I think that's enough time for a couple of Trey Smith bombs down the left boundary line.
And I think because Colleyville Heritage is going to be on defense to start the second half, or at least they'll be kicking off to start the second half, you might see a couple of shots here. You've got Boffinger as a speedster. You've got Philippi as a speedster. Maybe you get them involved in hook and ladder play that starts with the big Trey Smith.
Some more trickeration.
So you just want to say trickeration.
Well, yeah, I mean, you said hook and ladder. I haven't heard that since Oklahoma played Ohio State back in the horseshoe. Must have been 35 years ago.
And you clearly didn't watch Oklahoma play Boise State.
I did not. That was the Statue of Liberty. Here's a handoff inside and the ball on the ground. They're saying he was down.
And Mike Fuller can't have this clock run out fast enough after that because I'm not so sure that ball wasn't out.
Well, the half is over. The clock continued to run as the ball did not stop with play. So we're at the half. Colleyville Heritage Panthers lead the LD Bell Blue Raiders 35-10. Up next, Craig Hoffman and the Stat Geek Halftime Show here on Champion Sports. Back shortly.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShopboxDFW.com today. ShopboxDFW.com.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Someday you may wake up and think, I'm running out of time to do something about retirement. Don't let that happen to you. AXA Advisors can help you do something now that may provide a solid future for you and your family tomorrow. Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC. Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org. Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow at Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports and facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship social media.
Are you studying on your own for the SAT or ACT? Follow My Test Answers on Twitter and Facebook for free solutions to official test questions. Got a question of your own? Send a message to My Test Answers and get a response for free. Got more than one question? Don't worry, we'll answer those too. With over a decade of experience in helping students prepare for standardized tests, the experts at My Test Answers will get you the answers you want whenever you need it. My Test Answers, problems solved.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
When you want to build something, how do you start? With a plan, right? That's what AXA Advisors is about. We work with individuals and small businesses to help build financial strategies that get them closer to the things they want to achieve in life. Start right by starting your financial strategy with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hello there, Stat Geek Halftime Show. Craig Hoffman and Doug Branch with you on Champion Sports Radio. Doug, get to scores from around the area in just a moment, some statistics from tonight as well. But first, some thoughts on the first half. It started with about as exciting of a play as you could get, and that is a kickoff return from Ryan Phillippe. He bobbled the ball about 3 times, kicked it, picked it up, spun around, and realized, oh my God, there's no one in front of me.
And when he realized that, he asked for one escort, and all he needed was that one escort. And like you said, he ran and ran. He took it to the house. And 16 seconds into this football game, Colleyville has got a 7-point lead. They come right back. 2 plays into their their first possession, I guess, actually.
It was their first offensive possession. Griffin Pickler, a 50-yard quarterback draw. Next play, a screenplay. And all of a sudden, it's 14-0. By the way, I didn't mention, it's 35-10 here at the half. Colleyville Heritage on top of the LD Bell Blue Raiders. And, Doug, how surprised are you? We'll put it on a scale of 1 to 10 because that's easy and simple to understand. 1 to 10, how surprised are you that Colleyville Heritage is up by multiple touchdowns here at the half?
Well, having not seen LD Bell defensively this year in a game, after seeing them in the first half, I'm not surprised now. I mean, they're getting beat. You could see that the Colleyville receivers were going to be able to get behind their defensive backs. And if they're able to get behind the defensive backs, Griffin Pickler's got the arm to hit anybody. And I said, Trey Smith, he broke through on one, just missed it on a pass out of bounds by Pickler, but he's been able to get behind, and they're taking shots at him. Boffinger's getting shots thrown to him. Ryan Phillippe's getting shots. I mean, I'm not surprised now at all.
So Phillippe, the 88-yard kickoff return, give you the scoring plays here, and then we'll come back with full stats coming up after the break. DeMarco Corbin catches that screen pass we mentioned, 22 yards from Griffin Pickler. Jonathan Rosamena, 68-yard pass from Reed Anderson on the double pass.
Rosamena.
On the double pass. That was kind of the interesting thing is, for as well as the Blue Raiders have moved the ball at times in this half, and you'll see that they've got some decent total yardage when we get there coming up with the stats, but they hadn't been able to punch it in. They go to a trick play, get it 68 yards from Anderson to Rosamena. Trey Smith had 2 touchdowns, 34 and 42 from Griffin Pickler. Phillippe, a 43-yarder, and then Taylor Dozier had a 26-yard field goal there at the end of the half. We'll come back with complete individual stats from the first half to take a look at some of the more interesting team stats as well. This is the Stat Geek Halftime Show on Champion Sports Radio. It's 35-10 at the half. Colleyville Heritage on top.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShopboxDFW.com today. ShopboxDFW.com. This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
Don't put off the things you know you should do today. Start a financial strategy with Axe Advisors so you can prepare for the things you need tomorrow. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through Axe Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC.
Are you looking for a way to promote your business or increase exposure? Do you just need more people to know that you're there? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games to more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. Think about it. Die-hard fans just like you tune in each and every week, giving your business unparalleled access to the community. It's the perfect way for smaller individually owned businesses to cultivate a core clientele or expand their already loyal customer base. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334 or online at ChampionSportsRadio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShotboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShotboxDFW.com today. ShotboxDFW.com.
Stat Geek halftime show. Wait for it. It just feels like you're on a ride. You know what this
Not
music
wedding
reminds
music.
me of?
What?
You know in the movie theater where like before the previews
Oh,
and
yeah,
like the roller coaster thingy on the film? That's what we are. We're just a roller coaster of a halftime show. Hanging out with you on Champion Sports Radio. I'm Craig Hoffman. He's Doug Branch. Doug, take a look at some of the stats here in the first half.
Do we have stats?
I do.
Courtesy of?
The Dallas Morning News, and this fella sitting to my right here.
All right.
Sir, what is your name? Wayne. Wayne's got our stats. Wayne, I appreciate you, sir.
By the way, Wayne, did I end up being wrong or right on that kickoff?
I don't know.
Oh!
We don't have the benefit of replay.
All right. I won't say what, because that's how I called it. I saw him catch it at the 10, then he dropped it at the 12.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Here's what it says. We're going to trust Wayne's numbers no matter.
All right, go with
He could have pulled them out of thin air, and I wouldn't really care.
I prefer thin air, actually.
Colleyville Heritage got 309 yards of total offense. As we mentioned, though, LD Bell has moved the ball. It's getting production out of it that's been the issue. 206 yards for them, both teams with 12 first downs. That number is skewed, though, because Colleyville Heritage has put the ball in the end zone and hasn't needed first downs. 107 rushing yards for Heritage, 202 through the air. Griffin Pickler has all of them. He is 10 of 14 with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. Meanwhile, Colson Romano, he's only 8 of 24 for 47 yards. In fact, he's being outpassed as he's got an interception. 1 for 1 with a touchdown, 68 yards is Reed Anderson on the double pass. Rushing-wise, Daniel Darcette, 11 for 46. Fua Sapoi has 6 for 43 for Bell. On the Colleyville Heritage side, Griffin Pickler, 7 rushes, 103 yards, 50 of it coming on the first offensive snap for Colleyville Heritage. A quarterback draw, Justin Toberni, 4 for 14. DeMarco Corbin, he's only got 2 for 3, but he's got 2 catches for 24 yards, including a 22-yard touchdown catch. Trey Smith, 4 for 89. Receiving-wise, 2 touchdowns. The other receiving touchdown from Ryan Felipe was a 43-yarder, his only catch. Brett Boffinger, 2 for 43. Receiving-wise, the big player, Jonathan Arosamina, 5 for 81 for LD Bell. So those are a look at some of your statistics. We'll come back in just a second with scores from around the area. Doug Branch will have those for you. He's anxious on the Stat Geek halftime show. It's 35-10 at half. Colleyville Heritage over LD Bell.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
Never do today what you can put off until tomorrow, right? Now, that's not exactly the saying, but it seems like people would rather do anything other than doing something about their finances. That's why there's AXA Advisors. We work one-on-one with you to create a financial strategy for the things you need tomorrow. Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC. If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need StatGeek, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. StatGeek is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hurst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
We're talking brass here.
Yeah.
Bandy stuff.
Some trombones
Mustang
on the
Panther
field. The band
Stadium.
is on the field. Okay, it's supposed to be on the field. It's halftime. Stack Geek halftime show. That's Doug Branch. I'm Craig Hoffman. 35-10 at the half. Doug, got some scores. That's our score here at Colleyville Heritage on top. What's some scores from around the rest of the area?
We'll start district scores. Irving Nimitz played last night against Grapevine. They win at 44-25. And another game played last night. Euless Trinity over Carrollton R.L. Turner, only 49-14. That's a little surprising. Obviously, the Dogs were called off early.
Yeah. You said that game was a final. I didn't know they played last night. So you said that game was a final, and I guessed it would be 150-0.
Yeah, well.
I was off by a little bit.
They started running the clock. It was a running clock after the first possession.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Only slightly.
Of course, you mentioned the score here, 35-10. Colleyville Heritage over Hurst-Euless-Bedford, and the only other score of note, which is the only other score in District 6-5A. Irving, the Tigers, and our good friend Coach De La Torre, who's his son is a stud down at UT.
I did not.
He's the fullback that blocks for all those guys down there. Austin De La Torre. Yeah, dude. You have to watch 36. Anyway, they're doubling up Irving MacArthur right now, 26-13. Let's go to District 5-5A because we have already found out that regardless of how this game goes tonight, and right now it looks like it's going to be a Panther win, the Colleyville Heritage Panthers will host the first round of the playoffs here, and it will either be Denton Geyer or Hebron.
Are you sure Geyer? Or is it, I believe Ryan was right.
Was it? Well, you're right. You're right. It is Denton Ryan. Nope, it is Denton Ryan. And Denton. Well, actually, I don't think it'll be. It may not be Denton Ryan. Hebron has already won. They won last night over Flower Mound Marcus 35-14.
It's one of the Denton
schools. It's Ryan or Hebron. Denton Ryan is dominating, 42-0 over the hapless Flower Mound Jaguars. Fun for me to say. Colleyville 35-6 over Louisville. Those games are just short of halftime. So those are really the only scores of note that I care to mention. How about you?
That's all I got.
All right.
Sounds good to me. I think we should take another break.
Pay some more bills. 35-10. Panthers lead it over the LD Bell Raiders.
It's the Stack Geek Halftime Show on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
You make plans for just about everything. The weekend, vacation, going out to dinner. But have you created a plan for the rest of your life? Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC.
Do you need a boost in exposure? Want to reach local, community-minded folks with information about your business? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games for more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. It's also a way for your business to give back to the community by helping all these well-deserving student athletes get some recognition for their accomplishments. The cost simply can't be beat for the effect it will have. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and best of all, it provides an opportunity for the best advertisement of all, word of mouth. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334 or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShopboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
Stat Geek Halftime Show, 35-10, Colleyville Heritage. The Panthers over the Blue Raiders of LD Bell, and the Colleyville Heritage Marching Band just took the field. Let's go down to the field and listen in, shall we?
Kevin Hood, Caleb Birdsong, James Chandler, and Kelly Patterson. The drum majors are Aaron Patterson, Olivia Booth, and Maddie Hefty. The Panther Band show is entitled La Du. The program includes music by Joe Toskovich, Coldplay, Adele, and Bocelli.
So there's the Colleyville Heritage Panther Marching Band here on Champion Sports Radio. Got about 5 minutes left on the clock. We'll take our last break of the halftime show, the Stat Geek halftime show. Come back, get you set for the second half here on Champion Sports Radio. Colleyville Heritage up 35-10.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, Go Panthers!
Nationwide is on your side.
When you want to start a financial strategy, you need one-on-one guidance from some of the best trained professionals in the financial services business. Axe Advisors is part of a global company helping millions of people pursue their financial goals. Contact Thomas Lee with Axe Advisors today to get started on your financial strategy. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through Axe Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
Stat Geek halftime show, having some fun in the press box here on Champion Sports Radio. Give you some scores from around the world of sports here as a Colleyville Heritage fan. Are we having fun or what, Doug Branch? I'm Craig Hoffman.
There's not even a football game going on and we're having fun.
Yeah, we just had a little fun. One of the other radio networks here, our buddy Anthony Dorsett here, of course, graduate of the University of Pittsburgh. Having some fun with some Syracuse, Pittsburgh, ACC, Big East fun. So I'll let you know, Syracuse, number 8 in the country, was down at halftime tonight, college hoops, as that season has started. There's a couple of huge games coming up, by the way, in college hoops. But they were down at the half to Cornell. They hung on and won 82-60. So
isn't that the hospitality school, Cornell?
I don't know. Those people are really smart. That's an Ivy League school. So
yeah, I think they have a good hospitality program.
Sure.
Anyway. Well, you know, Syracuse is known for its broadcasters.
Yes, indeed.
You being one of them.
Yep, Kevin Love just scored. I don't know if they're known for me. I sure hope not. There's far better options.
Like
Bob Costas or Mike Tirico or Sean McDonough.
Well, you are. I've heard, don't take this the wrong way, but I've heard through the grapevine that you are the Bob Costas Jr.
Why would I take that the wrong way?
I don't know. Because
he's
the way that
only probably the greatest sports broadcaster of the last 30 years.
I don't know. The way that it came out of this person's mouth didn't sound like it was a compliment.
If I wind up
but my comment back to that, to tell you that I'm backing up my partner, is he does better work than you.
Hey!
So
thanks, pal. I think if you're not rooting something.
The person didn't appreciate it, but anyway, it's jealous. Most people say that stuff when they're jealous.
Yeah.
I would love to be compared to John Madden.
I'm perfectly happy being compared to Bob Costas, even though it is a great disservice to Bob Costas.
Wait, who's John Madden? He's not a broadcaster, is he?
John Madden? Yeah, he was on.
I would love to be compared with Pat Summerall.
All right, can I give the Mavs score now?
Go ahead.
It's 110-102. Minnesota up over Dallas.
Wow.
45 seconds left in the quarter.
The no-defense Dallas Mavericks.
Kevin Love just scored there. So let's see what else. The game I mentioned that is huge coming up, Kansas takes on Duke in that Champions Classic coming up on Tuesday. I think Michigan State and Kentucky play in that as well. So that's coming up.
And if you don't have transportation to that game, Novak Motors can take
You
care
wanna
of
go to
you, where they
Chicago?
offer late model, off-lease, one-owner, low-mileage, top-quality pre-owned vehicles. Come see them in Bedford, just west of Brown Trail on the south side of Airport Freeway, or visit them at novacmotors.com. Novak Motors, a proud sponsor of Panther Football, Champion Sports Radio. Sorry, I just wanted to work that in.
Oh, as you should. We need to thank our friends at Novak Motors. They have the most qualified cars on planet Earth.
The most qualified cars?
I mean, think about it. Late model, off-lease, one owner, low mileage, top quality.
What does off-lease mean?
Wait, so, like, for instance, I just leased a new car.
I'm an old guy, so I usually pay for everything. I'm not like you young kids that mortgage the farm.
Right. I just leased a car.
Okay.
So let's say when I'm done.
Does that
with
mean
my
you have
lease,
to give it back?
Right. I give it back in 3 years. And
do you get anything, or your money's just gone?
No, it's just it costs less than a car. Like if I were to be, we're
so this is how you drive a Mercedes on your radio salary.
I do not drive a Mercedes. I drive a much nicer car than I should be based on my salary.
My goodness.
Because it's leased. Right, exactly.
Now
it's
your
less.
car is actually nicer than mine.
Yes, because I was driving a dump. It was literally a portable dump. back to the NBA scores.
All right, quick.
Unless you want to.
No. Quickly do
okay.
that, and then let's do a couple sponsor reads here while we have a time.
Pelicans are up on the Lakers. The Bulls just crushing the Jazz.
Who are the Pelicans?
The former Hornets, New Orleans.
Oh, that's right. They changed their name.
The Pellies.
I said that they should have changed their name to the New Orleans Breeze.
Or they should get the Jazz.
B-R-E-E-S.
Utah should
Get
be
it? The New Orleans Breeze for Drew Brees.
I see what you did there.
See? He's a part owner. You know that.
Is he now?
Yeah.
So he's business partners with his owner because Tom Benson owns both.
That is correct.
Spurs up on the Warriors early in the fourth quarter. Suns up on the Nuggets, which is amazing because that means the Suns are beating someone. Trailblazers and Kings are tied early. A couple of finals. Wizards beat the Nets. 76ers beat the Cavs. The 76ers won again? Good grief. The Celtics beat the Magic. The Knicks beat the Bobcats. Patrick Ewing was actually coaching that game for the Bobcats on a temporary basis. Fun times there, beating his old squad. Pacers beat the Raptors. And the Thunder, after they beat the Mavs last night, beat the Pistons. So those are some of your NBA scores. If you want, in the interest of shameless self-promotion, you want really good NBA talk, tomorrow at 11:30 on 103.3 FM ESPN Radio. Tom Haberstroh from ESPN.com joins myself and Jeff Platt. He is one of their best writers. He is exceptional. Cannot recommend that enough. And with that, we give a special thanks to Thomas Lee of AXA Advisors. Actually, I don't know why I said with that, because one is completely unrelated to the other.
True.
We still want to give a special thanks to Thomas Lee of AXA Advisors. When you want to start a financial strategy, you need one-on-one guidance from some of the best trained professionals in the financial services business, and you can do that with Thomas Lee. Contact him with AXA Advisors today to get started on your financial strategy. This broadcast is sponsored in part by ShockboxDFW.com. Visit ShockboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today.
You know, you bring that up, and you mentioned that Anthony Dorsett is here in the broadcast booth working with another station. And pass along thoughts and prayers to his family and his dad, Tony Dorsett, on the diagnosis. We listen to this commercial every week, the Shockbox thing, and you think about the players that played in the NFL, that played college football. That back in my day, I know I had 2 concussions. You can't tell, can you? Anyway, but the tragedy that is the concussion now and what it has come to.
Well, the problem was, and this is what makes Shockbox so great, is that you didn't know, and that's why we read this every week, and it's such a great thing. If there's a risk that it could have happened, that now there's a way to have that sensor. And so again, ShockboxDFW.com, certainly recommend it to any football parent.
Yeah, and see, the funny thing about mine was I was the water boy. So I, I got a concussion dropping the water thing on my head. Here's the kickoff.
Second half.
Craig Hoffman with the call.
Max Allen kicking from right to left, sends a low bullet. It bounces about the 2 into the end zone and out the back of the end zone. So that's where LD Bell takes over, trailing 35-10 to Colleyville Heritage. The Panthers in their red tops, white numbers, black pants and helmets, the red and black striped socks, and the black shoes, unless you're Brett Boffinger, who's on the sidelines right now, who's got some Michael Jackson shiny white shoes on with some
No, that's not true. You're obviously missing Reed Harrison Ducros, who's out there, and number 5. He's got the all white tape. I think he's got black socks, but he's got the all white tape on the shoes. And I'll be honest with you, I always thought when I played sports, which was years ago, that white shoes made you look fast and black shoes made you look slow. I don't know why, but it just seems like black shoes look slow to me.
I don't know. The only way I can look fast is if my shoes have rocket boosters
Billy
on the
White
backside.
Shoes Johnson never wore a black shoe.
Good observation, Doug. All right, here we go. Start of the second half. Romano in the gun, hands off behind him to Dorsett. Up the middle, gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. A gain of, I guess he plunged forward. About a gain of 3. It looked like the line of scrimmage there because for one of the first times tonight, well, I guess not the first time, they've gotten these solid 3-yard gains all night. The point is, the offensive line is getting good push off the ball. At least they did there. So, Colson Romano, I beg your pardon, stands in the gun, ball dead center on 2nd and 7. Throws it deep down the left side, over the head of his intended receiver. Really was throwing that away as he got flushed out of the pocket to the left. That brings up 3rd and 7 with 40 seconds gone here in the third quarter.
And I'll tell you,
33.
Tell you what, right there, Romano just does not look like he's on the same page with his receivers. The real only pass that has been successful was the trickeration where Romano hit the wide receiver on a screen out to the right-hand side, and the wide receiver threw the touchdown. He just has not looked like he is on. I mean, every time they stop and take an out route, he's throwing a deep route.
Now 8 for 25 on the game, less than 33%. Romano in the gun on 3rd and 7, his own 33. Rolls out the left this time on purpose. There was a lofter over to the left side, and it's out of bounds. He had pressure at his feet, unable to set. Incomplete, and that's a quick 3 and out for this LD Bell offense.
I tell you what, he does not look like the quarterback. Now, I don't know if he's injured, maybe dinged up a little bit. Does not look like the quarterback I saw on this team last year.
No, he's just had a bad, terrible, no good night, and that happens from time to time, but you've got to give credit to this defense, too. That has not given him a lot of time to throw, and they prevented the big plays in the running game, so those short yards haven't really wound up adding up.
I'm calling the return here.
System
Look at him. They stopped. What's Isaac Lee doing? He could have blocked that.
This ball dribbles down. It bounced about the 40-yard line and all the way down to the 31 where it's down in front of Jacob Sisk.
I want
to stay away. And yeah,
I want to see one of these rushers go in and absolutely bury the punter.
I think that's part of the thing with the rugby punt is you wait till the last second. And I think that maybe on tape they saw something that there's been a lot of penalties against, and Lee is beating himself up. That, and actually, no, he's just dancing to the drum line, which you hear in the background. And look, he had his hands on his head like, oh, I should have dove, and then he just started busting moves here on the near sideline.
Yeah,
which
he's
is
going to be Macarena in a minute.
Hello, 1994. All right, Griffin Pickler in the shotgun on 1st down. Throws, lofts to the near side. Boffinger's got it. He runs out of bounds at the 35-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 5.
Now, did you see how fast he got out of bounds? If he's got black shoes on, he doesn't get out of bounds that quick. I'm just telling you. You look at him, he just looks faster. You see streaks of white. You never see streaks of black.
I'm just impressed with how clean those things are. Still, here we are.
It's turf.
A minute into the third quarter. Yeah, but still, those things aren't that clean coming out of the box. Pickler in the gun on 2nd down. Hands off to DeMarco Corbin, who's swallowed up in the backfield. You mentioned it, Doug. If that was a read option, maybe Griffin Pickler should have pulled it.
If he keeps that football, he's still running. Because he's got two receivers out in front, Boffinger and Trey Smith blocking, and they've got one defensive back on this side, and that's Taylor Daniel. And I know Taylor Daniel's a good ball player, but I don't think he's going to catch him.
Pistol formation. Corbin goes from the side to the back of Pickler. He's about 7 yards deep. Pickler's about 5. I guess Corbin's 8 yards deep. Now steps back up, gets the play. 7 on the play clock. It's basketball season. Shot clock on the mind.
Well, we gave basketball highlights.
Looking deep down the left side. Boffinger goes up and snatches it out of the air. He's inbounds at the 50. He's pushed out at the 47. What a catch by Brett Boffinger.
Well, and I'll tell you what, he's been such a big – I don't want to say he's keyed the offense, but since he has returned from that collarbone injury,
it's a totally different offense.
I mean, you have to go out and guard every receiver. You can't just lock on Smith.
So ball on the near hash. As Pickler stands in the gun, Corbin to his left, 2 receivers either side, 1st and 10. In plus territory. Deep strike over the middle. Boffinger hit him in the hands as he crossed the 30 on the hash, and he dropped it.
Well, that was a nice move. Boffinger does kind of a Z move and then cuts back into the middle. He's wide open. A nice throw, a real nice throw from Griffin Pickler. But it hits Boffinger right between the 2 pinkies, and that did not get caught. Should have been caught. Should have been a Colleyville 1st down, but they'll reload from the 48.
It was a clean pocket, able to step into it, and it was a strike. But Boffinger can't ask for it in a better position. Caught it on the run, or would have caught it on the run if he, caught it. Pickler brings Boffinger in motion, crosses in front. Pickler dropping back, deep, loft, over the middle. There's a man down there, over the shoulder catch by Ryan Philippi at the 2, and he waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown.
Hey, Willie Mays has got nothing on Ryan Philippi as that thing comes right over the top. He waits on it, kind of holds the defender off. There is a flag on the play. It may be a late hit.
And Pickler hung in there, facing pressure. Let's go down to the field for the call. And we had an actual face mask on the defense there, not on White, which is just lovely. What a beautiful throw, though. I mean, that's a 48-yard touchdown pass for Ryan Philippi. And you meant it just Willie Mays is the perfect description. Over the shoulder, looked it in. Pickler put it on the money. Plenty of air under it for Philippi to run underneath. And it's 41-10, extra point pending. High snap, Smith holds it, gets it down, and Max Allen swings through for the extra point is good. So it's 42-10, a great start to the second half for Colleyville Heritage. 9:55 to go in the third quarter. And we want to thank Steve Swanson at Whirly Ball HEB for sponsoring this broadcast. Corporate events, team building, and private parties are more fun when you're zipping around in a whirly bug. And they have the most affordable laser tag in town. Leagues are starting up now, so visit them online at whirlyballheb.com. And thanks to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. Check out gdyo.org to learn more about this amazing group, including when your next chance is to enjoy a cultural experience with your family without breaking the bank. So here we are, one more again, 2 minutes later. Max Allen lining up for a kickoff. This time he's got an even bigger cushion, 42-10.
2 minutes and 5 seconds on that drive for Colleyville. Very efficient, a nice long pass.
Not even. They had a 3 and out and the drive.
Oh, that's correct. That's right. They did not get the ball in the kickoff for the second half. You are correct. So a less than 2 minute drive, but I really like the way that Ryan Philippi right there used his body to kind of fend the defender off until the ball, as he saw it, could come down over his shoulder. He slowed down enough to disrupt the defender, then broke away a little bit, catches the football. And I'll tell you, I don't know how many yards Pickler has tonight, but this kid has really matured into a throwing quarterback.
Absolutely. Holden Lyons actually in for the kickoff. Let's see if he can keep it in bounds. Sends it deep down the right side. It's fielded on that far side by Leone at the 10 on the numbers. Running up the left side, gets a couple of blocks, skirts out past the 20, and is tackled at the 25. Reed Harrison Ducros in amongst others on the tackle. Jared Crouch in there as well.
Boy, that was a very tentative run back from Johnny Leone right there. And I guess tentative could also be called tender as he limps off with that right ankle over to the Bell sideline. We'll hope he's okay.
He hasn't really – he hurt that in the first half. He hasn't really looked like himself tonight. The wobble plays in the background, which is fun.
A minute ago when the drum line was going, you were talking about, they had what's that thing where everybody gets in front of the band and crashes into each other?
A mosh pit?
A mosh pit. That's what it was, a little mosh pit going on down there. Nobody was surfing but a mosh pit.
First down carry goes for 3 yards. This time it was Fua Sapoe. Sapoe's got some carries tonight. Dorsett a junior. Sapoe a senior. Colson Romano waiting for the play. He's got 12 on the play clock, 9:14 and counting on the game clock. 2 receivers stacked to the near side. There's a tight end to the far side. Ball is just inside of the far hash. Handoff to Sapoe up the middle, off, bounces to left tackle, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. May have gotten a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Nice job by the interior. Oh, sorry. You paused right there. I thought that was my.
That was my fault. There's a player down.
Yeah, it's a Colleyville defender. Can't quite see the number. It looks like it could be 47.
It might be Braxton Martin. His leg is
just laying on the ground.
Flat.
That does not look good.
Scared to look in the binoculars, see a broken leg down there or something.
Well, we won't speculate. He's up. It was 47, Braxton Martin.
Braxton Martin.
He's a tough kid. He missed last week, back this week, and we'll hope he didn't re-injure whatever he was out for last week. Might be a knee, but he's making it off on his own.
Yeah, he's walking like it's a knee. The walk of a knee versus an ankle is a different limp, and that looks like a knee limp.
Matt Crosby will go back in, but I was going to say is the middle of the line is doing a really nice job, led by Jason Williams inside and Keandre Johnson now at nose tackle. So they get some beef up front for Colleyville to keep this running offense down.
New quarterback, it's actually Daniel Dorsett, and he gets a first down and much more. Out past the 45, tackled at the 49. Dorsett running Wildcat, faked it up the middle to Sapoe, and shot off right tackle.
We'll have to see how that goes. Colleyville's certainly not ready for that.
That felt like life. If that makes any sense. The offense had gone really stale for Bell. And Dorsett now under center again, barking signals, backs up in the shotgun. So here we go. Ball on the right hash, 1st and 10 at the 49. Goes off tackle left, jukes at the line of scrimmage, dives forward as he's escorted down by Max Crosby, crosses midfield to the other 49-yard line to bring up 2nd and 8.
Well, it was nice. What do you call that? I want to say
no idea
hooligans.
What you're gonna say.
Shenanigans. We'll just use that. Nice shenanigans right there on the first play. But now that Colleyville sees Dorsett at quarterback.
Why don't you just use trickeration for the 85th time tonight?
Because I said I will use it 84 times. Anyway, Dorsett, he's going to have to show he can throw the football. Otherwise, you just lock on him.
Here he takes a snap, fakes again to Sapoe, and goes up the middle before he's pushed back. They'll give him forward progress down to the 45. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. So, again, it's just a fake handoff. Then is he going right, left, or middle? But obviously, Sapoe a run threat. So that's kind of the duplicity of this offense, but certainly one-dimensional. We'll see. Dorsett again to the line of scrimmage, barking the signals, circles his way back. Ball just inside the near hash, moving left to right. Off tackle, Sapoe playing a lead blocker. Flag flies in from the back.
That'll be a
hold.
hold.
He goes laterally along the line of scrimmage and is tackled in the backfield by Jacob Sisk.
Yeah, I think Mason McLennan is going to get hung up with a hold right there as the back judge from – that was at least 25 yards. He throws that hanky a long time. He does. He must have played some baseball somewhere. Let's listen.
Chop block on the offensive team, the 15 and 67. Activity's been declined.
Interesting. So not a hold, but a chop block, and it was
two.
Well, it takes two to get a chop block. One guy's got to be engaged up high, and the other guy cuts him down low. So 16 is Austin Ponder. So Ponder and McClellan.
Yep. So you had the right number.
Yeah, hooked up, and I think that's back right to Braxton Martin again. Who's wearing 40? Is it 43 on the left side? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
so that's Kate Garner.
Kate Garner. My apologies.
So they stood him up and then tried to cut him, and the official sees that. Romano back in the game. So they go back to their standard set.
3rd and 19. They're going to need a lot of yardage. Romano has a cannon, just hasn't been accurate tonight. So here's Romano, setting back in the pocket, dancing the pocket, now feeling pressure up the middle, rolling out to the left side, fires incomplete again. Intended for, was that Billy Cooper on the far side? It was Billy Cooper. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19.
Tell you what, Keandre Johnson was playing Coastal Romano's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Romano spins out. Keandre Johnson is doing everything he can do to be in his shadow and almost sacks him right there. Romano gets rid of it, but nonetheless, it's 4th and 19, and LD Bell's going to have to put it back in play again. Now, I want to see somebody go after this. This guy running with the football, I'd like to now, if he takes off running, why can't you just waylay him?
Well, you can if you get him before he kicks it.
No, if he takes off running, how do you know he's going to kick it?
Well, it depends if you get him in the kicking motion or not. This time the pressure's not even close.
Oh, a spiral. That's a beauty.
Dunlop sends it flying back, fielded by Sisk at the 15. Dances up to the 20, and he is tackled out of bounds at the 19.
Well, I tell you what, had he retreated right there and taken off the right side, there was the Berlin Wall was set up over there. It was going to escort him all the way to West Germany, if you know what I mean.
And we've seen, apparently West Germany is the end zone now. We've seen – what am I supposed to do with that?
No, I set you up. You can either hit it out of the park or you can swing and miss.
Swing and hit you. Plastic baseball bat that makes clown noises.
Oh, goodness. We did basketball scores at halftime of a football game. Are you kidding me?
That was what was up on my iPad.
All right.
So Pickler in the gun, dancing back, and he is drugged down. Ran option to the left side here on 1st down. Got to about the line of scrimmage, said, oh, boy, there's nowhere to go. Shuffled back and was escorted down.
All right, somebody needs to put a check by that play that's not working tonight.
It's that read option left. Last time Pickler cut back actually got pretty good yardage. but it hasn't really been executed according to plan. And someone didn't know the snap count. That looked to be...
That was Colby Black, who sat back on his heels, and unfortunately he's got the same problem I do with the anchor. And if your anchor gets too far back over your heels, you start moving that way.
And by anchor, we mean keister.
The keister, yes.
I fell on my keys.
The keister. But I tell you what, when you sit on the soft keister, it's pretty nice. Oh, yeah. You just don't want to fall on it.
Moving on. Griffin Pickler in the shotgun.
That sets you up again.
20.
Here comes the –
and
he's all over him. That's got to be a flag. Oh, my goodness.
And Boffinger comes up limping, may have gotten rolled over the right ankle. He came in for the bubble screen, and you were right, Doug.
He was hung on to before the pass was ever thrown.
So Sisk comes in for 3rd and 20. Backed up here, leading 42-10 with 5.5-ish to go here in the third quarter. Pickler in the gun, looking down the middle. Fires, has Trey Smith out. Not quite at first down yardage. He's at the 23, falls forward all the way up to the 27 as he spun off a tackle. Up the hash, and it's going to bring up 4th and 3 at their own 27. The offense stays on the field, but we know at this point in the season that means quick kick is likely coming as Pickler just dropped back about 8 yards deep. Quick kick, bounce, and this time they have someone back. LD Bell fields at the 35, coming up the near side, escorted out of bounds to the 45 as a flag comes in. And there's a hat flies as well, so we'll have multiple penalties on the return by Landry Ward. So there's a flag and a hat here. And actually, there's 2 flags.
Typically, a hat means somebody went out of bounds, but I didn't see anybody run.
This was because the ref had already thrown his flag and needed something else to throw. So there's actually a flag at one.
Let's be glad he didn't have a big dinner.
I'm leaving that one alone, too. 45, on each 45-yard line, there's a flag. And then the hat is at the 49.
Also, we have a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 62 on the punt return team. Both fouls are administrated.
Administrated. I like that. Instead of enforced, both fouls will be administrated. Is that a word? Administrated?
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what, we should get his name and just go over his referee vocabulary tonight.
We're learning stuff, man.
Foul is on the white.
The ball was...
Foul is on that team.
At the 45-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to go all the way back to the 25 after the 2 10-yard penalties.
Oh, it was 1 of 15. It's the personal foul, dead ball. That should be a 15, shouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep, they'll take it all the way back to the to the 20.
Indeed, good math, and they'll put it on the near hash. So 5:12 to go here in the third quarter. I'm Craig Hoffman with Doug Branch on Champion Sports Radio. At Novak Motors, we offer late model, off-lease, one-owner, low-mileage, top-quality pre-owned vehicles. Come see us in Bedford, just west of Brown Trail on the south side of the Airport Freeway, or visit us at novacmotors.com. Novak Motors, proud sponsor of Panther football. In the loaded pistol backfield, Romano turns around and hands off to Dorsett, and he is greeted rudely in the backfield. Braxton Martin back in the game. He's able to shoot through. I say that loaded pistol. Romano stands, and there's 3 backs around him. A fullback to either side, and then a tailback about 3 yards behind him. He's in a short pistol formation. Takes a snap, looks, near side, throws low but complete, and there's a diving catch, so he goes downward. He catches it after a gain of about 4. Bring up 3rd and 8 at the 22. That was T.J. Hardy.
I like how you went with the loaded pistol, and then he shoots through the line to make the play.
Completely unintentional.
I know, but I liked it. I'm being kind of quiet here. I'm just listening to your play-by-play. Good stuff.
Go ahead. Take in the vocab. Quiet. Romano in the gun. 3rd and 6 from his own 23. Fires, has a man. First down yardage, slips a tackle. It's a foot race. He's going to get caught. down, and just where? Across midfield to the 40, and finally caught at the 35. It takes to the 30 to tackle him as he drug down Nick Felix on the tackle. The catch and run from Billy Cooper down the left seam.
Well, biggest offensive play of the night, if I recall, for LD
Except
Bell.
for the double pass touchdown, yeah.
Yeah, that was trickeration. That was a true play that they ran right there. No trickeration to it, as I got trickeration in twice, almost 3 times there in one sentence. But it puts LD Bell in a position where they can try and cut into this lead. I still think this game has, for the most part, been decided, but at least it's more exciting for the fans.
A 57-yard gain, first down, screen play. Dorsett, the catch, slips a tackle at the 30, dives forward, and is fallen on by Braxton Martin at the 26.
Well, Jacob Sisk gets across the line of scrimmage there, gets an arm on the running back, Dorsett. Not able to take him down, but slows him down enough for the defensive pursuit to come in and make the play for a short gain.
Romano looks to the wristband with 22 on the play clock. It's 3:12 and the clock running here in the third quarter. Again, Colleyville Heritage up 42-10, and their 3-4 defense shifted to the right. Handoff up the middle and wrapped up right as he crosses the line. The line got a little bit of a push. Flag flies from the back. There's Dorsett on the carry. Martin again in on the tackle. Let's see what the flag is.
I think we're going to have another dead ball personal foul. I'm just not sure who it's against. Nobody really seems. Now, what's interesting is instead of throwing the flag long at the person who committed the violation, he threw it as high as he could throw it up in the air.
It was like you throw confetti at a party.
Let's listen in.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, 43 on the field.
Well, that one's going to go on Cade Garner. You know what? I can't say that I blame him. I wonder if they set him up for a chop again and he just said enough. Can't say that that's what happened, but
Mike Fuller is giving him an earful on the sideline right now. He's got a finger in his chest. I don't know what he's saying, but it is stern.
It's not inviting him out for Buffalo Wild Wings after the game, is it?
No. 1st and 10 now from the 10. So it's worth mentioning it's about the 10.5, so they can get a first down inside the 1. Romano in that pistol formation. Hands off to Dorsett. Hard run off left tackle. The pile moves up to the 6, and that's where everything stops. It's a 2nd and 5. Garner waiting up. Excuse me, not Garner. Garner's on the sideline still because he committed a penalty that Mike Fuller didn't like. Romano walking around the line of scrimmage, letting his offensive line know the play. 2 receivers, 1 each side. The loaded pistol backfield. Romano lifts his leg, waits on the snap, has the snap, hands off, up the middle to
just a big man.
To Dorsett, Daniel Dorsett, and Jason Williams swallowed him whole.
And Keandre Johnson. The 2 biggest guys on the Colleyville side of the football get together, and the dance card is full, and in the middle of the dance card is the running back, and they stop him for basically no gain.
It's like Pac-Man and Daniel Dorsett. Was Pac-Man. He had 2 of the little monsters coming on either side with nowhere to go. He just got eaten. 3rd and 7 from the 8. Slant route over the middle, caught, touchdown. Billy Cooper comes from the left side across the middle, got inside position on Braden Hunt, and it's 42-16 Colleyville Heritage. LD Bell cuts into the lead ever so slightly.
Did you like my Pac-Man stuff? That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was scarily good.
I was a Foley in another life. Do you know what that is?
Not a clue. Snap,
really?
Hold, kick is...
Oh, it's a spiral.
No good.
I believe that got blocked by Ryan Philippi.
Shocker that he would make a play.
Did you you ever seen a field goal that was a spiral, though? That ball came out, and it was a spiral going.
Yeah, it was a very odd kick. Taylor Dozier. That was interesting. So it stays 42-16. We'll take a timeout and be right back on Champion Sports Radio.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Either follow @Champion Sports on Twitter or like our Facebook page at facebook.com/championsportsradio, and you will know what time your game starts, who was named Player of the Week, or what your school's alumni are doing in college. That's on Twitter @ChampionSports and facebook.com/championsportsradio, your home for championship social media.
Are you studying on your own for the SAT or ACT? Follow My Test Answers on Twitter and Facebook for free solutions to official test questions. Got a question of your own? Send a message to My Test Answers and get a response for free. Got more than one question? Don't worry, we'll answer those too. With over a decade of experience in helping students prepare for standardized tests, the experts at My Test Answers will get you the answers you want whenever you need it. My Test Answers, problems solved.
Back at Mustang Panther Stadium, Craig Hoffman with Doug Branch on Champion Sports Radio. It's 40-16, Colleyville Heritage on top of LD Bell. LD Bell just scored. They kick off from left to right, send it deep down the right side. DeMarco Corbin's the only man back as the hands team was in. Another flag as the ball bounced out of bounds deep on that left side.
A fairly cerebral play there by DeMarco Corbin.
There's also a flag back at the 40-yard line. So I wonder if someone was offsides.
Not sure.
If so, I think you make him kick it again and you stick Philippi and Sisk back there.
Well, they had Corbin back by himself, which was interesting.
Well, because the hands team was up.
And
Sisk and
was not
Philippi
paying
are on
attention to
the
that.
hands team.
We have all sides of this kicking team.
We have some penalties, and we don't know what we're going to do with them. It's basically what happened.
The official just realized he left his flag at the 2-yard line, so he's going back to retrieve it, and then maybe he'll give us some more information.
I'm surprised that they don't make him kick this again. You decline really either one. It's the same result. Back him up 5 yards. Or I guess you'll take the ball at the 30, which is one of the options on an illegal procedure penalty. You can make them kick it again. We saw that last week. R.L. Turner made Holden Lyons kick enough times that Mike Fuller pulled him out and said, Max Allen, it's your turn to try and get the ball inbounds. So they just take the ball at the 30 with their 42-16 lead, 1:13 to go here in the corner. Toberny in the backfield, coming across the formation, getting the handoff is Salinas. Cuts up just outside the hash, in between the hash and the numbers, and gets about 4 yards out to the 35. I guess you got 5 yards out to the 35-yard line. Hey, good math, Hoffman.
We've got an injured Colleyville player who's going to lay down on the field right here. That's
Mike Fuller right next to him.
Yeah, that's number 62, Elias Cherenaya, the center. He's got a right leg problem. He pointed to it, and Fuller said just drop down right where you're at.
And we'll take a timeout, come back, let you know what happened to Elias, and continue the final 50 seconds of this third quarter on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
Elias Cherenaya up and off the field here. So some shuffling along the offensive line. The new center is Colby Black as Griffin Pickler sits in the gun on 2nd and 5. Hands off up the middle to Toberny. Slips through the middle. Winds up getting turned around, running backwards for the final 3 yards across the 45, down at the 48. He ran up the left seam, which was right up the middle as that ball is staying on the left hash for a first down and more.
Well, a great job of blocking right up the middle for this Colleyville team, and Justin Toberny goes for 12 yards in the Colleyville first down.
So there will be one more snap here in the third quarter. There's about a half-second difference, the play clock, ahead of the game clock. Pickler takes the snap on first down, keeps it, jukes to the outside. He's going backwards. Can he get back to the line of scrimmage? No. A good job on the final play, and Pickler stays down. That's not good. Running him down was Chad Williams. Pickler pops back up, just not happy with himself, and we'll see if he plays here in the fourth quarter. As we go to that fourth quarter, and Colleyville Heritage leads 42-16 over LD Bell, trying to hold on to the second spot in District 6-5A. This is Champion Sports Radio.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShotboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShotboxDFW.com today. ShotboxDFW.com.
Back at Mustang Panther Stadium, Pickler's got it over the middle, shot and caught. And I believe that was Jake Newell on the crossing route, and that's going to be good for 12 yards and a Colleyville Heritage first down. Back with Craig Hoffman, Doug Branch here from Mustang Panther Stadium, just into the fourth quarter. Mustang, or not the Mustangs, how about the Panthers? Panthers
Mustangs
lead it
not present.
42-16. No, they're not, and they are not present because they played last night, and they were defeated handily last night. Was the Grapevine Mustangs that share this lovely facility here in, I guess we're in Grapevine and not Colleyville.
Indeed we are.
Snap back, Pickler high, he's got it, gives it to Bernie, left side, gets around the tackle. Nice move to the inside, a hand swipe, and he goes for another 10 yards as Justin Toberny looks unstoppable at this point, but give credit to the offensive line.
Yeah, the hole there, definitely, and Elias Sharonaya goes down at the end of the third quarter. They've been able to shuffle some guys through. Colby Black playing center. And gets some good job by that left side. Thomas Walsh on his senior night creates a hole. But Justin Toberny, man, talk about shifty. He's small. It's almost like you can't get much smaller than Darren Sproles, but it's a mini Darren Sproles out there.
Another high snap. You can tell it's a new center, and Toberny's got it coming right. Cuts back, runs into Salinas at the 30. Unfortunately, Salinas is his own wide receiver. He's taken down by a couple of LD Bell defenders. And essentially no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30. Working just under 10 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the game, and a huge 42-16 lead for the Panthers. They'll look to the sideline. I actually like the fact that they're running the football. I like seeing that clock run. Pickler's got the snap. He's going to look to throw. Got a man, right side. It's caught. Jackson Zeladon's got it. His first catch of the night. Breaks a tackle at the 20. Spins one more time. That's 720 degrees of spins. Takes him down to the 16-yard line. That was fast math.
Yeah, good fast math by you. Jackson Zeladon, what a move. 3 guys and just spun out of alls of them.
Well, what it looked like there is they all came together at the same time to tackle him, and it was like they all hit each other. Their forces all shot each other off, and Zeladon just kind of said, hey, didn't hit me.
All right, Mr. Foley, where's our zoink?
Wait,
cloud,
I don't have that.
Noise
yeah, you do it now.
Bong, as they all
snap,
go together.
Another high snap as Pickler gives it to Toberny, and this time Justin Toberny's going nowhere as he's swallowed up by the front 3 of the Colleyville, or check that, the LD Bell defense, led by number 62, Mo Wasike. Easy for me to say.
When they give you the phonetic pronunciation, yeah, it is.
Well, it's on here, and I'm not even sure if I said it right that time. Yeah, it is. Wa. W-A and then S-E-E-K. Wasike.
Now, what if it was R-O-Y? Would that still be Wa?
Wa.
Patrick
If
Wa.
you're from France or from Canada, French Canadian, yes, then it would be.
That was actually not too bad.
Thank you very much. He's not my Dracula, but I can work right into him.
Okay, that was weird.
French-Canadian Dracula. Pickler got a man. Zeladon. Oh, he goes up and steals it. The defender thought he had an easy pickoff, and here comes Jackson Zeladon and says, you've got mail, and it's mine. Touchdown, Colleyville. It's 48-16.
Jackson Zeldon, you've got football. Man, that was a great catch. Goes up, and he was feeling himself afterwards. He just kind of sauntered into the end zone like, yep, I just did that.
Boy, I haven't even kept track. How many touchdowns now does Pickler have? He's got to be over 300
million.
yards. Yeah.
Well,
wow,
we can
good
find
stuff.
that out,
Max Allen converts, and it's 49-16. And I'll tell you what, when this football game started 2.5 hours or so ago, let me check my clock. Yep, 2.5 hours ago, I don't believe anybody thought that this would be a 30-plus separation just basically into the fourth quarter. But that's what it is. Colleyville Heritage has come to play some football tonight, and they've shown they are the better football team.
Let's see. That was touchdown pass number 6. It also put Griffin Pickler over 300 yards. Yeah.
Yeah, for a guy who's not keeping stats, I did pretty good there.
He is having a good day.
Useful.
Useful day, that useful.
I guess we could have taken a break there, but we're having too much fun. I'm glad I got that You Got Mail in.
Yep. Man, if people knew the preparation work that we put into this broadcast.
Oh, and it had to be that, too, because literally the defender's just like, I got it. Where'd it go? Good stuff. And then he had
like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Which way did he go?
Which way did he? But the funny thing was after he ran for the touchdown, Zeldon did, the defender standing there like motioning like it was coming right to me. Holden Lyons is going to go back to kick again, and he's taking a pretty short stance, about 3 yards behind the football. So
Styles toe kick is coming.
Yeah, now he's going to chop this one up the right side. Little flare. It's a fair catch at the 32-yard line, and LD Bell's going to take over there as I believe it's
Alex Fan,
28, and I would concur. Alex Fawn. Fawn. I like it. Or you could say Fawn. Fawn. P-H-A-N-H.
It's just Fan, man.
Is it Fan?
It's just Fan.
Well, that's too difficult for me. Damn.
Are you not a fan of Fan's name?
I fanned on that one. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Hey!
Thank you very much.
That was the worst high five.
Yeah, but that's all right. Nobody saw it. It's radio.
White people.
Here's a snap back. Quarterback's going to go forward, and I'm not sure if that's Romano still in there or not. I thought I saw 10 on his back, and I think I am correct.
I just don't think.
Was I not
14.
correct? 14. But it was a different quarterback. Davis Steelman. He's a junior, so he'll probably be the guy who will lead this team next year. Get him the last 8:35 of the game. Although LD Bell has qualified for the playoffs, so it's not like this is the end of their season.
It's just not Colson Romano's night.
Snap back. He's going to run right, keeping it. Defense gets over and planted into the turf after about a 1-yard gain is Steelman, and that's big Keandre Johnson who just wheels over there. We're going to call him the little bowling ball. He just can't be stopped, and he looks for pins.
When you say we,
what?
You mean you.
You don't want to call him the little bowling ball?
No, I'm good on that. Some defensive substitutions.
But I like that. And did you like my pins thing? Because they were wearing all white, and it looks like they're bowling pins.
Just terrific.
Thank you. That was a strike, by the way.
Okay, that was well played.
Thank you.
Jacob Moore is in this game. Moore, his first game on varsity, called up for JV after having a great year. JV season done. So Jacob Moore is in this game trying to get some reps. Maybe he plays an impact.
Throw out to the right-hand side. This one's going to go for close to 22 yards. And it was completed to T.J. Hardy. And out there trying to do his best job of impersonating a defender was Daniel Marcus, senior cornerback, excuse me. Marcus has not seen much action, but a little timid right there. Of course, with the big lead, you don't need to worry about giving up the short pass, which happened right there. First down from the 39-yard line for LD Bell. Two receivers stacked to the left side. Snaps back, handoff up the middle to Fawa Sapoa. And he's going to go for close to 3 yards on the game. Mark the ball just inside the 37-yard line. It'll be second down. They're going to call it 9. I say it's 8. I'm going to disagree with the score clock operator. Fawa Sapoa exits the game maybe a little bit dinged up, and into run for him is number 28, Alex Fawn, or Fan, whatever you want to call him, Craig Hoffman.
Fan.
Alex Fan. He'll set up to the right of the quarterback, Steelman. He's going to fake the handoff, take it right side over the tackle, cuts back to the middle, and met by a couple of the linebackers for Colleyville. Give him about 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5. We're inside of 6 minutes, 20 seconds in this game.
Steelman runs like a Manning. Watch his running style.
Tender feet.
Tell me that he doesn't. He's got that herky-jerky, like the whole body moves, not smooth run of Peyton Manning. Eli's moderately athletic.
Cooper and Hardy.
At least was.
Sorry about that. Cooper and Hardy will come out to the left-hand side and stack once again. Fan in the backfield behind the quarterback, Steelman. Davis Steelman, Jr. for L.D. Bell. He'll pull back into the shotgun, about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Lifts the right leg, calls for the ball. Snap is back. He's going to hand it off inside to Fan. Fan is going to push forward and be close to a first down, depends on where they mark it. It looks like he's made it, or they'll have to measure, and if they do, it'll be the first measurement in the game. 5 minutes and 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and a 49-16 lead for the home Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Apparently the officials have decided it's going to be short, so it'll be 4th down and less than a yard. And Mark Smith is not. Are you enjoying yourself over? You're not even correcting me anymore. You're reading.
I was just letting you go, man.
You're reading your Twitter.
No, I was getting ready to get you all straightened out, but you corrected yourself so fast I didn't have to.
Yeah, thanks. Flattery will get you everywhere. Steelman back in the shotgun. Snap. He's going to run straight right over the tackle. Now he breaks to the outside. He's got the first down easily, and he's run out of bounds by Daniel Marcus again. And I think they've got him marked close to the 26-yard line. It'll be first down for L.D. Bell from there. It's been a while since L.D. Bell. Well, no, I guess it hasn't been a while. They were just in scoring territory maybe 5-7 minutes ago, but missed the extra point, and that's why it's 16 on the board on their side. Simeon Keone is in now at a wide receiver. He'll flank to the left. One receiver to the right. They stack up the line with 7. Colleyville's got them packed in. They're going to throw. Steelman, his first time, up to the left-hand side, and this one is out of bounds. And you can see he probably has not had much time to work with this offense on timing routes. Well,
he didn't have much time either, though, because Keandre Johnson got actually a paw on him as he let go. Might have been just enough to push that ball out of bounds.
Well, Kona ran his route, but he would have to have some long legs and some big toes to catch that one and stay in bounds. Are you yawning? Did I just catch you yawning?
No, it was a laugh. It was a laugh.
I know you get up early. I forgive you.
Yeah, 4 a.m. this morning. Sorry.
Davis Steelman takes a snap, hands dope. He keeps it left-hand side, and he's going to get wrapped up here, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9, maybe a yard.
It's your guy.
Keandre Johnson.
The quarterback keeper brought down by Keandre Johnson.
Now inside of 4 minutes and 30 seconds to play. I like this. They keep running the football, and the clock keeps running.
I like it, too.
49-16. Colleyville will end up being the number 2, well, I guess second in the district, but the number 1 seed in district or in Division 2. As Trinity has wrapped up the number 1 seed in Division 1. Snap back, Steelman going to throw again. And this time he's not. No, he does get it off. This has got to be a grounding. He doesn't. There's no way he's out of the pocket. There's no receiver even near the area. And no flag.
What?
Definitely not outside the tackles.
Yeah, Jacob Moore just came in. And as we mentioned, making an impact here, up from JV after having a great year. And Steelman sidestepped him and threw the ball 60 yards out of bounds. Okay, that's maybe because then it would have hit us. So he throws it 7-8 yards out of bounds.
If he could throw it up here and hit us, then he needs to be playing D1 somewhere. That's a long throw if he could get it up here.
But I'm open.
We are, other than the glass in front of us.
Minor detail.
Minor. Steelman back to throw, looking right. Got a man breaking open at the mark, and he hits him in the hands, but he drops the football. as he is dispossessed by
Jacob
Sisk. So it'll be a turnover. That's basically, well, it is a turnover. It's not an interception or a fumble, but Colleyville will take over with 3:34 to play and a very rotund 33-point lead.
Now it's just a matter of running out the clock, whether it's to Bernie or Corbin. Yes, I'm impressed by your rotund, even though you're, I think, looking for robust.
No, I wanted rotund.
Rotund.
I'm stealing hockey terms. A rotund rebound. Got big, got kicked out far away.
Okay.
A rotund. Not sure if that's right or not. I'm going to have to. Siri, definition of rotund. Here, look, we'll let Siri.
No, let's not. Trevor Anderson.
We're professionals. Anderson will hold it, snap it, give it off to, I look like Tilburny.
It was actually clear. Trevor Anderson is in the game.
Oh, there's a flag that's late, and that may earn. That was our good friend who, Cody Butler, he's going to come off the field, personal foul. That was in the back of the head of the defender.
Just a meathead.
Let's see if they ejected him.
Play.
Nope, didn't eject him.
No, no punches thrown. And I beg your pardon, I threw you off there. Anderson is in the game, but he's playing wide receiver. Clayton Oliver is actually a quarterback.
Yeah, you did throw me off.
I didn't actually throw you off. I flat out told you the wrong thing.
That's all right. He's in the backfield. Nope, he's going to work. Anderson's going to work to the left-hand side. Split two receivers to each side. Clayton Oliver, number 12, in at quarterback. He will be the future of this squad. I would assume it'll be between Anderson and Oliver next year. That should be an interesting battle. Is the clock running? Good, it is, because they're taking all day. It's second down and 20. Ball's at the 15. Handed off inside, and I believe Demetrius Dunbar is not going anywhere. Dunbar is knocked down at the 12, so give him a loss of a couple yards. And now, let's see, if they got to get to the 36 and they're at the 12, minus 12 is 24 yards. So 24. It says 22 on the scoreboard. I don't buy that. Third down.
If you're expecting me to do math, then you are.
No, I know you're preparing for the post-game show. By the way, coming up is the Axe Advisor post-game show with Craig Hoffman.
And it'll be just terrific.
We're about just over 2 minutes away from that. As I love the way this offense continues to burn clock.
Oh, don't call a timeout.
Yeah, they will here at the end of it. Just let it run down. And there it is. So 2:05 to play, timeout. Let's take a quick break. Back at Mustang Panther Stadium in a moment here on Champion Sports Radio.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores. 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hurst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need Stacky, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball. Produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports. Send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. Stacky is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. StatGeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Third down from the 12-yard line. Colleyville's got it, snap back, and here goes Clayton Oliver. He's going to take it himself and pick up maybe 6 yards, give him 7.
Hey, we'll see Stephen
Make it
Bowden.
5. Are we going to have Are we really going to have a punt? A true punt?
With no Griffin Pickler, there's no quick kick.
He hasn't been out there all night.
He was warming up. He wants to be out there.
Are you sure that wasn't Holden Lyons? They're going to let the clock run again and then call another timeout. And I'm not sure why. I mean, it's almost. Well, maybe to me, it's maybe rubbing a little salt in the wound here. Why not just let it go down to 5 and then run your play?
Yeah. I don't know.
Why
That's
call
what
it?
I would do.
It's obvious that LD Bell's not going to call a timeout. They know the game's over. Oh, well, we won't second-guess head coach Mike Fuller. Minute 10 seconds. We'll take the opportunity to pay a few more bills. Back in a moment on Champion Sports Radio.
Money!
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Back at Mustang Panther Stadium, Colleyville Heritage Panthers and the LD Bell Blue Raiders. This one was decided some time ago, but with 1 minute and 10 seconds left, we are going to see our good buddy Stephen Bodish and the yellow Nikes. He's going to get one punt for the night. LD Bell runs on a receiver, Justin Ortega. Oh, my God, and he's hammered. Holy cow, he's going to stay down. I mean, they buried him. Goodness gracious.
Maybe Stephen Bodish didn't want to come into this game.
That was not even close. I mean, that was not even – they absolutely just annihilated him. And it's going to be an automatic first. You know what?
Game over.
Yeah, but you know what? I wonder. I'm going to speculate here.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if that call came from the sideline because of the timeouts running the clock down instead of just playing.
I think that's pretty standard operating, run the clock all the way down.
No, but having the guys just go blow him up, I don't care what. That was not a holdback at all. That was blow him up. And I don't think that those guys, I mean, they're taking it. It's a 49-16 rear end whipping.
It's been to me, if anything, a retaliation, maybe more likely it was for the cheap shot that Cody Butler hit the DB with. Anderson in the game hands off to Demetrius Dunbar.
Dunbar's got it. He breaks a couple of tackles all the way across the 50, and he's going to run for 23 yards and a first down. Nice run right there from Demetrius Dunbar. And if the officials will just start the clock real quick, we'll only have 2 plays left, and then boy, you'll get to enjoy the Accident Advisor post-game show with Craig Hoffman.
Woohoo! I heard that should win awards.
It is award-winning. It is theoretically a musical show. Colleyville's going to let it run down again. They're still cheering on the LD Bell side. Snap comes back. Clayton Oliver. Nope, that's Anderson in there now. Anderson hands it off up the middle, and that's going to do it. Blow your whistle. Don't get the kid hurt. And this football game is over, so we'll have to see how it turns out on the field as there's still a lot of jawing going on. But Colleyville is going to win it in 10 seconds. It'll be a final. Colleyville Panthers 49, LD Bell Blue Raiders 16. Playoffs will be here. We do not know the opponents yet, but we will be here next Friday night to enjoy it with you from Mustang Panther Stadium. It's a final. Up next, the Accident Advisor postgame show with Craig Hoffman.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
Don't put off the things you know you should do today. Start a financial strategy with Axe Advisors so you can prepare for the things you need tomorrow. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through Axe Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC.
Are you looking for a way to promote your business or increase exposure? Do you just need more people to know that you're there? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games to more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. Think about it. Die-hard fans just like you tune in each and every week, giving your business unparalleled access to the community. It's the perfect way for smaller individually owned businesses to cultivate a core clientele or expand their already loyal customer base. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334 or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShockboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
It's the award-winning Axe Advisors post-game show where we make up the awards so we can win them. I'm Craig Hoffman alongside Doug Branch on Champion Sports Radio after another big win by the Colleyville Heritage Panthers, 49-10 over the LD Bell Blue Raiders. Moved to 8-2 on the year to the Panthers, falling to 7-3 is LD Bell. So playoff seedings now set in District 6-5A. The final district standings, Hurst-Euless Trinity, they're number 1. Colleyville Heritage is number 2. So they're that number 1 seed in District 2.
Division 2.
Or Division 2.
Yep.
And then LD Bell is 3rd, falls where they may.
Who finished 4th? Because that ends up being the number 2 seed coming out of District 6-5A.
I have no idea.
It's not updated on there yet?
It might be, but I don't have it pulled up, so we'll try to get that by the end of the post-game show.
All right.
Those are just the ones I knew off the top of my head. Here's what else I knew. No. This I do.
And you finally took your hat off the top of your head, too, so that's nice.
I did. I got kind of toasty in here.
Yeah.
Griffin Pickler was 16 of 22 for 318 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions tonight. I don't know what happened to Griffin Pickler. Okay, we can speculate. The game experience probably helped. But if you look at the guy who's playing quarterback for Colleyville Heritage now, compare him to the guy that started the year, it is a different human being.
Well, yeah, I mean, completely. And you know, experience, it's I hate to use a racing analogy, but since I'm so good at it, let's go ahead and go there. The more seat time you get in a race car.
Doug has an Indy 500 championship ring, So he knows what he's talking about here. Continue.
All right, so where was I going? My wheels were shot off.
More time.
Do you like that? My wheels were shot off?
More times sitting in a race car.
Yeah, well, no, the more seat time you get, the better driver you're going to be. So looking at Griffin Pickler, you mentioned it before we went to break and started the Accident Advisor postgame show. He hasn't had the opportunity to play until really this year. So his first opportunity.
Cody Thomas here now at OU.
Yeah, actually, I guess we were talking off mic about that.
Right.
But that being said, is when you watch a guy like Cody Thomas, you're not going to get on the field unless it's trash time. And most of the time last year, they didn't have quite the defense that they have this year. So even though they were scoring a lot of points, there wasn't really trash time at the end of ball games. So he's getting that seat time now. He's getting the opportunity. He's a kid that almost lost his job. I mean, I know Mike Fuller would not tell you that he lost his job. But when you go to 3 different quarterbacks in one game and none of them are hurt, you're trying something. Things aren't working for you. Now, that doesn't mean that they're all not capable, because they certainly are. But who's the guy who's going to take you to the promised land? Griffin Pickler is that guy now. Throwing good passes. He started off a little shaky tonight. He missed a few passes in the first quarter that I think he would have thrown better balls, especially on the trickeration play. The kind of everybody paused like there was a flag or something, but the wide receiver take off. But that being said, he's maturing. This whole team is maturing, and you really, I don't think you can give enough credit to the fact that when you put a Brett Boffinger out there, that people have to pay attention to him. And you got the big receiver in Trey Smith. You got Corbin and Toberny in the backfield. I mean, you've got good players out there, and the defense is keeping people from scoring. And when they do that, it makes it a lot easier on your offense.
I'll tell you what, man. Boffinger seems like he can get open whenever he wants. And unless you dedicate 2-3 guys to covering him, at which point you're obviously leaving someone else open. So Boffinger tonight only 3 for 46, which for him is a pretty light night. But you see multiple guys with multiple touchdown catches, 4 different guys with touchdown catches, period. Griffin Pickler just sensational tonight, spreading the ball around. Now we will say this note on Brett Boffinger. He left the game with an ankle. It looked like he just rolled it over. So maybe he's fine and just wasn't playing because it was a blowout. We certainly hope that's the case. We'll give you the full stats when we come back. It's the Axe Advisors post-game show with Doug Branch. I'm Craig Hoffman on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
You make plans for just about everything. The weekend, vacation, going out to dinner. But have you created a plan for the rest of your life? Start your financial strategy today with AXA Advisors. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through AXA Advisors, LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA, SIPC.
If you're a basketball parent or coach, you need Stacky, the simplest way to keep stats ever created. Our easy-to-use iPad app turns anyone into a professional statistician, and all they have to do is simply follow the ball, produce full and accurate box scores and play-by-play reports, send accurate stats out to your fans, media, or recruiters. It's sports statistic collection redefined. Stacky is available right now in the iPad App Store for just $4.99, and there are team fundraising opportunities available as well. On the web at statgeek.com. Statgeek, keep your eye on the ball.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hurst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Back on the Accident Advisor post-game show, Doug Branch along with the host of the post-game show, Craig Hoffman.
Yeah, that's me. I'm here.
All right, you're here. He's here.
You didn't give me like a heads up. Hey, bro, we're coming back.
Yeah, I'm not an
We're
engineer.
here.
Give
Surprise!
us the
stats.
Yeah, you got 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
I can do
Take
it in
over.
far less than that.
Go for it.
488 total yards for Colleyville Heritage tonight. 349 for LD Bell. It's just getting in the end zone was the problem. They had to punt it 8 times. Colleyville Heritage just 3. So look at some of the more interesting individual stats. Both teams were penalized, by the way, for over 100 yards. Griffin-Pickler, 16-22, 318 yards, 6 touchdowns, 0 interception. Colson Romano finally got above that 1 out of every 3 percentage. 12 of 31, 38%, 105 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Some of the higher rushers, 9 for 96 for Griffin-Pickler, meaning he was above 100 overall, but then the sacks bring him back down below it. Justin Toberny, 8 for 33. Demetrius Dunbar comes in late, gets 4 for 24. Brett Boffinger, 2 rushes for 12. And DeMarco Corbin, interesting, only had 3 rushes, -1 yard. So not a great night for him on the ground, but pretty solid in the air. DeMarco Corbin, 2 receptions, 24 yards, including a 22-yard touchdown pass. Jackson Zeladon had a beautiful touchdown catch as well. Ryan Felipe, 2 catches, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. Trey Smith, 5 catches, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. As mentioned, Brett Boffinger, mentioned this earlier in the postgame show, 3 for 46. On the LD Bells side, told you Colson Romano's passing stats. Daniel Dorsett, 19 rushes, 84 yards. Fua Sapoe, 9 rushes for 51 yards, almost 6 an attempt, so a good night for him in limited action. And then Jonathan Arosamina, 5 receptions, 81 yards. Billy Cooper, 4 for 65, and that's about it.
Sorry to interrupt you real quick. Doesn't this kind of sound like Saturday Night Live music?
A little bit.
I just noticed that. I mean, I'm like going
live from New York.
It's Saturday night.
All right,
go. Back with stats.
That's really just about it. Ryan Felipe, that you should mention as well, opened this game with an 88-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. So almost every game this season, either he or Jacob Sisk has had a non-offensive touchdown. The amazing streak continues tonight.
All right, so players of the game. We haven't done it. For some reason, we haven't named him all season, and he's been phenomenal. But I think Griffin-Pickler's got to get it for tonight.
Yeah,
absolutely. A lot of receivers kicked in. It wasn't just the Sisk and
Trey Smith,
Philippi show. And Trey Smith. I mean, you had a lot of guys kick in, but they don't get the football in their hand if not for the arm of Griffin-Pickler.
Can't complain for 16-22, 318, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's your player of the game. We'll have scores when we come back on the Accident Advisors postgame show on Champion Sports Radio.
Jason Ridley Agency is a proud sponsor of Colleyville Heritage Panther football. The Jason Ridley Agency offers home, auto, boat, motorcycle, RV, and coverage for all your valuable property, including business insurance. The Jason Ridley Agency is conveniently located in Colleyville, and you can find them online at jasonridley.com or call them today at 817-281-4500. The Jason Ridley Agency says, go Panthers.
Nationwide is on your side.
When you want to start a financial strategy, you need one-on-one guidance from some of the best trained professionals in the financial services business. Axe Advisors is part of a global company helping millions of people pursue their financial goals. Contact Thomas Lee with Axe Advisors today to get started on your financial strategy. Call Thomas Lee at 972-455-9114. That's 972-455-9114. Securities offered through Axe Advisors LLC, 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC.
Do you need a boost in exposure? Want to reach local, community-minded folks with information about your business? Join the Champion Sports Radio team and advertise during these games. In the last 4 years, Champion Sports Radio has broadcast over 600 games for more than 3.5 million listeners. And Champion Sports Radio wants to help you use major high school sports to reach thousands of local fans right in your community. It's also a way for your business to give back to the community by helping all these well-deserving student athletes get some recognition for their accomplishments. The cost simply can't be beat for the effect it will have. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and best of all, it provides an opportunity for the best advertisement of all, word of mouth. To secure your prime commercial spot during the broadcast, contact Thomas Lee at Champion Sports Radio by phone at 972-741-0334. That's 972-741-0334, or online at championsportsradio.com. Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcast.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that nearly 4 million brain injuries occur every year due to sports in the U.S. They also estimate that 70% of concussions go unreported. Not identifying concussions early can be devastating, especially if the athlete continues to play with symptoms. Catching hard hits fast is critical, and that's why you need the Shockbox Helmet Impact Sensor. The Shockbox is a small sensor that easily attaches to most football, lacrosse, and hockey helmets and instantly sends a signal to a smartphone on the sidelines when the player has taken a hard hit that puts them at higher risk for injury. The free app receives data from the sensor, displays information about the impact, and even walks the user through a concussion assessment. The app also logs symptom and impact data for future medical use. Visit ShockboxDFW.com to learn more about the Shockbox Impact Alert Sensor and determine if it is the right option for your child. Be warned instantly when a player has experienced a head impact that could result in a concussion. Visit ShockboxDFW.com today. ShockboxDFW.com.
All right, the Axe Advisors postgame show wraps up with one last thank you from Novak Motors. At Novak Motors, we offer late model, off-lease, one-owner, low-mileage, top-quality pre-owned vehicles. Come see us in Bedford, just west of Brown Trail on the south side of the Airport Freeway, or visit us at novakmotors.com. District 6-5A tonight, obviously your score here was Colleyville Heritage 49, Hurst-LD-Bell 16, and then the other game, Irving 49, Irving MacArthur 25.
And that puts Irving in the playoffs in the number 4 slot.
All right, so there's your mystery solved there. And then there was a game last night as well. Grapevine lost to Euless Trinity to Irving Nimitz 44-29. Euless Trinity beat R.L. Turner 49-14. So that pretty much wraps up everything tomorrow morning, or I should say tomorrow mid-morning. Myself, Jeff Platt on ESPN 103.3 FM.
Self-promotion.
So good stuff there. If this is even, never mind. You know where I was going there.
I do.
All right, 11-3 tomorrow there. That's pretty much it for here. You got anything else, Doug Branch? Correct answer is no.
It is, but 7 days from today, playoffs.
Yes.
Playoffs. Colleyville back in the playoffs, or back in the playoffs for another year. But should be right here at Mustang Panther Stadium. Join us here on Champion Sports Radio next Friday.
So we'll have you as long as Colleyville Heritage is alive. We hope it's a long run. So we'll talk to Coach Fuller and get everything started with pregame next week right here. Stay tuned to Champion Sports Radio on Twitter for the latest broadcast information. For Doug Branch, I'm Craig Hoffman. Colleyville Heritage, a big winner tonight on Champion Sports Radio.